Good evening and welcome to StarkCast Mk30. This is Tony, your humble Stark of Iron, ready to get into the weekend review. Scooby, you are echoing through me, but it's a pleasure to see you here. Welcome to today's show. Today's theme of the show is there are actors everywhere. Do they know the assignments? Do they know where they're coming from? What is their angle? We're going to be going into a deep dive from some of the current hot topics from last week. And hopefully by the end of it, we'll find out what the hell is going on. Up to bat first is, of course, my good friend, the director himself, who has a lovely little one of these.
Live from an undisclosed location.
Laser etcher activated, director.
And director of Arca Labs. I give you, well, myself, director.
And I remain mostly pained that I've forgotten to upgrade that intro again.
Whoopsie daisy. Perfectly fine.
Happy Valentine's Day and commiserations to you all.
Absolutely. And this is not on loop. Why? There we go. Thank you for being here. I hope that you're ready to go ahead and put your thinking cap on, because you are our scientific representative, even though you're more of a director of a laboratory than actually on the floor.
Not meaningfully a scientist, but I work with a lot of them, I swear.
Absolutely. And of course, the dignified cartoon gentleman, the man who wrangles all of these network shows, including this one. How are you doing today, sir?
I hate love. I hate Valentine's Day. Love makes me sick. I feel ill because of all you people being nice to everyone. All you lovers out there. Stop falling in love. Procreate. But no, I'm doing very well. Great to be here.
All right. I hope we're ready to have some fun. And last but certainly not least, somebody who is a well-done steak on the grill of Gamer Rage. We had just hopped in over from her neck of the woods. Scooby Pup, how you doing, sweetheart?
Please say Ah, God, I just for a game.
Well,
hi, chat, everybody. Excuse the scream. It is definitely one of extreme frustration. Happy Singles Discrimination Day. I hope everyone is doing well. And Tony, I don't know if I'm still echoing through you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still echoing?
No, you're perfectly fine, sweetheart. And of course, I want to give a special shout out to our good friend Theta the Grid, who's not here. I think he is preoccupied with other plans in the community, which is perfectly fine. And also, I don't think that Marcelo Lopez is going to be here because he's actually on a date for Valentine's Day with a redhead, no less. That lucky, lucky dog, him. Let's go ahead and welcome.
How dare he not prioritize our performance over his own personal well-being and happiness? That bastard.
I thought he was a YouTuber or some shit, right? Damn.
Disgusting. I don't know if I'll ever look in the eye again.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. We got the great director also doing double duty in the chat. Hail to FKHT 2005, AKR Veritable Tim the Enchanter. Welcome to Zach Osborne. Yeah, thanks for that. It's a pleasure to have you here. Hail to Velvet. It's a pleasure to see you. Sylvia as well. Cloudberry, thank you for subscribing to both her channel and mine. God bless you, sir. Hail to Steph Alice. It's a pleasure to have you here. Luckily, my voice is in operating capacity, even if it is at about 80%. But we did have a contingency plan just in case. Hail to Alistoria's twin sister. Your Queen of Sin has arrived. Salutations. And hail, Mr. Stark. And also hail Lord Megatron, of course. She is very scary. Wish Scooby luck, guys. She might just beat this thing. Yes, this was back whenever. Because that was a great finale for a Gamer Rage show. And then he just verified, yep, she died. Womp, womp. Hail to the great Gap After Dark and Solosi, another moderator from another moderator. Hail to the great Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hail to Fox Hills. It's a pleasure to see you, sir. Welcome to tonight's program. K-Shaw is coming in on both avenues over there on the Green Machine, over on the Bumblebee of the Rumblebees. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Mr. Eagle Flying, it always merits one of these. Good to see you, sir. Happy to have you in the chat. Happy Valentine's Day to all. Hope everyone is happy and warm. We are trying, sir. We are trying. Hail to Alice Lovely as well. Stark, do you remember Silverhawks from 1986? That's good. Good string puppets right there. Absolutely. Yeah, that's some good stuff. I do remember. I like the drill car the best. That's my favorite one out of all of them. And
I will say this. I did break the controller.
You did?
Yes.
Why must you feel the need to vent on your peripherals?
I fixed it though. I fixed it.
You fixed
Well,
it.
then,
Yes.
not broken that badly then. And I can relate. Frustration is something that will cause me to lose my temper. I've lost some mugs that way.
Absolutely. Dan Funk, the king of the funk. Hail to you, sir. It's a pleasure to see you. Says, good evening, folks. I had a great honeymoon and it's back to be back home. Oh, so you had an anniversary honeymoon of sorts. Very cool. Very cool. Good to see you back in the saddle. Hail to Jim, Commodore Productions. Pleasure to see you. Just set fire to Scooby's PS5 and you'll be nice and warm. That's right. PS5 on an open fire.
That's
Duct tape.
like the second time I've broken a controller over that damn game. The first time I broke it permanently. The second time I was actually able to finish it. I mean, I was able to fix it within a few minutes.
Fantastic. I'm glad that you were able to recover it because Lord knows we're all struggle busting. February Kids has been, and Fox Hills seemingly reading my mind. February Kids has been a struggle bus for all of us in the community. I'm talking about a struggle bus. Things are, for lack of a better word, I'll just say one word, terrifying in Tonyland for March. So if you are able to support this program, it would be uber super appreciated. Even if you're unable to financially, though, we're not going to obligate you. We're not going to strong arm you. We're not going to twist your wrist. I hope that you enjoy our news that we have lined up for you today. And speaking of which, that is a good segue to go ahead and get right into it. So our first topic, obviously, we like to do this in segments. We have what we like to call Hollywood news, gaming news, odd news, community news, and then a fun segment, which is going to be a return to a fake news segment, because while I did want to avoid Valentine's Day for the most part, we had to have at least one Valentine's Day joke, and that's going to be at the very end of tonight's program. Hi, Tony, good sir. I had a wonderful birthday yesterday. Thanks for the song. No problem, sir. Let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we then? All right, Hollywood, watch it be on fire, Hollywood. All right, David Arquette's Dewey taunts Neve Campbell from the grave in Scream 7 teaser. All your friends died for just being near you, Sydney's fallen friend whispers. Now, this isn't just, a break into a character act with this little taunt that's going on. But why are there 7 Scream movies? We covered that there was a lawsuit happening for the Scream mask last Saturday. And this Saturday, we're just going to be following up because it will be hitting theaters on February 27th. There is still a great deal of mystery surrounding the plot of Scream 7, including how multiple deceased characters are making their on-screen comebacks. But a new teaser released this week offers a clue about David Arquette's return as Dewey Riley. Dewey, a mainstay of the franchise since the very first Scream in '96, was killed during the events of the 5th movie, a casualty of one of the Ghostface killers of the new era, Mikey Madison's Amber Freeman. Arquette will reprise the role in Scream 7, and you can at least hear his voice in the latest preview. All your friends died for just being near you, he says, to taunt Neve Campbell, Sydney Evans, formerly Prescott from Beyond the Grave. So Sydney's coming back for this again. And I'm pretty sure that Courtney Cox is going to make an appearance, even though she died. Like, this is just key jingling for, like, hardcore Wes Craven fans. I don't get the appeal. Is Wes Craven still directing this? That's a question. Previous trailers similarly teased the return of Matthew Lillard's Stu Matcher, one half of the Ghostface killers from the original slasher, who died or seemingly died from electrocution when Sidney crashed a TV set onto his face. That's right. Back in the day, before Vox was even a thing, people were getting their heads smashed by televisions. Okay? The same with Dewey. We won't see the Stu in these teasers, but we want to hear him say this is going to be fun. Scott Foley, who played Sidney's long-lost half-brother in Ghost and the Ghostface of Scream 3, is yet another member of the deceased who will have some part to play in the 7th entry. The teasers heavily suggest the voices and perhaps even the likeness of these figures will be used as a weapon to torment Sidney, because obviously we need to be able to mentally torture this girl as much as possible. It's a bunch of la garbage. Scream 7, written and directed by the original Scream scribe Kevin Williamson, picks up where Campbell's Sidney as she lives in a pleasant suburban life with husband Mark Evans, played by Joel McHale, and daughter Tatum Isabel May, who is now the same age as she was during the Woodsboro Massacre. A new Ghostface, or Ghostfaces, emerges to enact long-laid plans to hurt Sidney by getting to her family. Courtney Cox also will return as Gale. There you go. She's going to be back as Gale. God, Courtney, you're looking worse for wear, sweetheart. It ain't Masters of the Universe or early seasons of Friends for you anymore, isn't it? My God. Who will no doubt have a strong reaction to Dewey's voice again after hearing her ex's death. Get your daily dose of entertainment. So, we'll just go ahead and play the quick teaser. Why
do you like me?
On February 27th.
On February 27th. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Only one movie.
Look at this. Look at how they're pining. They're pining for the fjords here. They are really digging the bottom of the barrel, aren't they?
Undone.
Didn't they have the same thing last time? They had a cop, they had a boyfriend, they had girlfriend.
Yeah.
They had the same thing. Same cast.
Coming Undone was a synonym for orgasm there, which makes it really weird to put in the trailer.
Really strange. So strange. So we see him, and of course it's going to be the same voice mod.
Always had a thing for you, Sid.
Oh, they're trying to recreate some of the original scenes with him charging down the hallway. That's the same lighting from the first movie, guys.
You think he'd be tired of that by now?
Yeah.
No, they gotta redo it for the new generation, and the new generation doesn't know of the charging down the hallway scene.
Hail to Lombardi, 1969. He says, "When in doubt, please push the shiny red button." I think YouTube might be effing around. It wasn't auto transfer with the raid. Oh, Lord of mercy. Well, Scooby did raid us, I do declare.
Yep.
But so good to see Furious Stan as well, sir. Hail to you. But geez, look at this. Look at this.
For just being near you.
It's just the same damn movie. It's the same damn movie.
Scream.
You're going to die.
It's the same damn movie.
The scary voice thing is a little bit sexy, but you could work on it.
Get tickets now.
I was just about to say, I hope she had a boy. I was more along the lines of hoping, like in the first movie, that she had a jock boyfriend waiting outside, disemboweled.
A little bit sexy, really.
I know.
So Wes Craven doesn't have any direct influence in this. So they're gonna just, because Wes Craven did go through that phase. It started with New Nightmare, then it went to Scream in 96, and he's just like, let's just make crap meta. Alice Story says, I'm not a fan of horror, and this isn't me role-playing. Hey, that's perfectly fine. I'm a big of a horror geek. We aren't going to be covering horror all night. We're just doing this as our first article because I am a bit of a horror geek. I apologize if this is not your jam. I see a lot of yawning, boring. Sorry, but no. We do have other topics.
Clarify, they're referring to the movie, not your commentary on the movie.
Okay. That's just like copy and paste, but it's the same movie. It might be they don't like Brave. I'm having to reload to play stuff when I click on them. Wow.
If they don't like Brave, we should all like Brave.
We should all like Brave. That's okay, dear. You can join in with us not liking this one without seeing the others. That's right. We're not going to see this. I'm not going to see this, but let's go around the horn and see what you guys think. Is this a big hell no from you?
Well, obviously, but I haven't watched any previous Screams either. I am a horror fan. I just have my horror set well before the Scream series for fondness. Few things. First off, the garbage chant, all your friends died around you because just they were around you. No, they died because someone killed them trying to get to you.
Yep.
That's a really shit taunt. Also, they're coming back with the dead from, what, voice clips? I could do that right now with any of your voice clips in all sorts of really horrible ways, which I never would, but I could.
You could. Maybe
Which means
that's
they
a
could
sign
too.
that you should.
But
Go ahead.
I have my standards. I take my ethics very seriously. But bringing back dead actors even is really easy. One voice clip, and you can have them saying all sorts of things, including avowing their deep love for the Ku Klux Klan. So that comes with a grain of salt. The idea that she would hear such a faked voice and lose everything mostly stresses everyone involved in making this movie have not been paying attention.
They have not, and they've used the same voice mod for that voice, the "Hello, Sydney" voice. Like I
The
get it,
voice
it's
is kind of sexy though.
So sexy. Digny, what are your thoughts?
Let it end. Let it end. Let the franchise end. Let it, whether it's Scream or Fast and Furious or Final Fantasy or any franchise that has too many movies, let it end. Please. There's only so many ways you can do the same project, okay? 7? And the 7th one is just going to be an amalgamation of the best bits of all the others for a new generation. For goodness sake, let it end, let it die, and build something different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Jenga tower has all but fallen.
Yeah, from Scream to Shout. Create a horror film called Shout.
You remember? Well, I did watch the first like 4 Screams, and they did, whenever they were like super meta, they had a movie that was within the movie that was basically a commentary of what happened in the movie called Stab. It's so stupid. Scooby, what are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on this? Is this going to keep you at your level of anger after playing with the kitty cat for 2 hours?
I'm not even going to be paying attention to this one because it's just the same as the first one. And in the first one, I mean, they weren't killing anybody to get to you. In the first one, they were just killing people for fun. They wanted to see what it was like because, I mean, at the end, I mean, they just started stabbing each other for fun before they even went after the main character. They just thought they were just basically 2 lunatics. They thought it was fun. They saw it on the movies and they were like, let's give it a try. The first one had no plot. The second one had no plot. The third one had no plot. And the second one, it was like kind of obvious who it was. In each episode, it was obvious who the killer was. And if you were watching that movie and you're sitting there wondering who could it be, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. The movie from beginning to end, it is blatantly obvious who it is.
We got to rename the Scream franchise to London.
I mean, I don't even know why they're making this one. And second, also, what the fuck was up with Courtney Cox? Oh my God, has she been using Ozempic or something? Because I mean, even her tits disappeared.
She looks like, you know what? You know who would be a better fit for Skeletor? I think I know a girl.
This makes me sad. I once had a major weakness for her.
Yeah.
She's lost so much weight that even her breasts disappeared. Okay. And
Let's do
Is her name Courtney? Is her name Courtney Cox or Courtney Cox?
But yeah, there's a reason why Scary Movie made fun of this movie.
Scary Movie.
Yeah. Scary Movies spoof off of Scream is far better than Scream itself.
Oh yeah.
But it's symptomatic. It's also symptomatic of a wider problem because I don't know if you guys have heard, but Scary Movie is getting a sixth movie, and it's like, why? Why?
This is,
Even the
I mean, this is,
parody is mirroring the rot of the industry.
and the reason this is because the reason why we're getting so many sequels, it's because Hollywood's run out of ideas. They have absolutely no idea what is considered good entertainment anymore.
That's
It's either
facts.
A, they put out something that will offend the slightest little person, or they put out something that will offend the slightest little person. Because I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. You're either putting out something that offends the right or offends the left. And then you're putting out little kid movies that don't make sense, that not even the kids want to see unless they are little babies, or meme movies like with Minecraft. The only reason people wanted to go see it were because they wanted to hear Chicken Jockey and Jack Black say, "I am Steve."
I remember when Minecraft's speech was one word. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bring that back. Whoa.
So the fact that Hollywood knows only one language now, and that is sequels. Sequels of stories that they know won't, sequels of movies that have not offended anybody because they have no fucking story to them, which is why they're pumping out sequels to them. Fast and the Furious, Scream, all of them. It's just kind of like, hey, we've done this movie before. It didn't offend anybody, so we'll make more. So it's like, why does this even need to happen?
Your guess is as good as mine, but that's all we got for this particular topic.
Two quick points, actually. First off, I feel compelled to be honest and say that I actually rather liked the Minecraft movie. It wasn't that great, but as far as absolute garbage cash grab movies go, really good in that context. Secondly, it's not they don't have any new ideas. It's that they are absolutely desperate to keep out any new ideas. There are new ideas out there. They don't want them there.
Right.
Because they're afraid of hurting people's feelings. That's exactly why they don't.
They're afraid of,
no,
not their feelings. It's they're afraid of hurting their wallets by giving some money to other people.
In part, but also say they are absolutely allergic to offending one half because they've been absolutely infested by propagandists. But that's it.
That's it. Agreed. Well, let's discuss another bit of why actors should at least understand the assignment, as that is the theme of today's show. Let's go ahead and get to our next bit of Hollywood news, and this hits a little bit close to home because I'm a big Fallout fan, and while Fallout the series is good on its own merits, I don't know. I wouldn't be using this as an excuse because that's going to alienate what fans you do have, because there are some more people that are very lore-heavy, hardcore fans that see the inconsistencies and chastise the series for it. But let's just go ahead and see what the horses' mouths are actually neighing about, shall we? And holy crap, did I introduce this thing wrong. Guys, you didn't even speak up. I'm ashamed.
Oh, good. Very, very, very good. I thought I'd written it wrong, but it turns out you got it wrong.
I was wrong. I oh my God, my first blooper in forever. And I think I lost a sub for it too. My God.
That's impossible.
Yep, went from 43... 54 to 43, 53.
No one pays that much attention. What it's worth.
I tell you, let's get back to work. So anyway, this show is at least good news. From what I've heard, this has been a fantastic show so far. I hear that there's a lot of people enjoying this. Hail to Toasty with the mosty. Speaking of pro streamers.
Oh,
well,
it's
another
been a while,
person,
Toasty.
Middleweight YouTuber, 5 digits. I envy your
Doing quite well in
numbers.
Rumble, last I saw.
Yeah, my Rumble channel ain't even got 200 yet. Oh, Lord.
Hola, chica.
Good to see you, Sweet Pea. How you doing?
Director Ox, if you happen to remember me. Just,
So, allow me to reintroduce this. As everyone knows, AI sucks, and AI really, 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 really sucks. And since this was impromptu and not on the proper flow chart, AI sucks. Pro streamer. Let's get to the article. Good luck, have fun, don't die. How 3 Arts, Constantine, and Briarcliff took pick back to screen in 8 years and brought Gore Verbinski back. Win, lose, or draw at the box office when it comes to making certain movies from a time-tested tentpole filmmaker like Gore Verbinski, you gotta back the director if you're a film financier. You gotta make it loud by going theatrical if you are a distributor. In such case, for Ranger Oscar winner Gore Verbinski's return to the big screen after 10 years with this weekend's Briarcliff Entertainment release, good luck, have fun, don't die. At first blink, who knew the blockbuster Pirates of the Caribbean franchise director had taken a break? Note, not nearly as long as Terrence Malick's 20 years rest since 1978's Days of Heaven and 1998's Thin Red Line. That said, the filmmaker has been developing other projects since his last movie. The 2016 Swiss spa psychological horror title, A Cure for Wellness, i.e. an X-Men spinoff in Gambit, and the once set at Netflix animated project, Cattywampus, which we first told you about. However, what prompted the $3.76 billion grossing filmmaker to helm his latest was a chance to work off the rails. A truly gonzo original screenplay about a guy from a dystopian future that lands in an LA diner, specifically Norm's, where he recruits disgruntled patrons to save the world from the terminal threat of AI. The journey of Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die was 8 years of conception to ultimate big screen transformation, first hatched by the invention of lying co-director and scribe Matthew Robinson as a 26-page TV pilot called Don't Trust Anyone Under 30. That concept was a scene in a classroom where a literary major was desperately trying to connect with the students over books. There wasn't enough meat to make a sustainable TV show, so Robinson took another crack and created the Man in the Future plotline with more vignettes. We know there was something really cool. Producer and 3 Arts Entertainment partner and Robinson's rep, Ole Obst, say that 3 times fast, told in Deadline. A series of read-throughs of an evolving script occurred at 3 Arts offices with the group of writers and performers to further develop the project. The takeaway of that exercise was Robinson's opus would morph into a feature. As time went on, the subject matter of AI only became more relevant and timely, and hotter, said 3 Arts Entertainment partner and the Pix producer Aaron Stoff, whose producing credits include Unbroken, the Tom Cruise movie Edge of Tomorrow, and serving as EP on The Matrix and I Am Legend. It really reached a point where Matt said, unless we make this now, the time is actually going to pass us by, adds Stoff. While some filmmakers tried to make a go at Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, it won't until Stoff has had his Verbinski. He pitched it. Within 2 days, it was a no-brainer for the filmmaker who responded with the enthusiasm of a gladiator. There was nothing that was going to stand in the way of making this movie, said Stoff. Verbinski had a long-standing working relationship with the producer Denise Chayman, who came aboard to produce Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, and it was at that Oscar winner Sam Rockwell's name came up to the star. Once attached, the castings flowed with Juno Temple, Haley Lou Richardson, Michael Pena, and Zazie Beetz boarding. From there, Constantine bankrolled the movie for around $20 million net. With the pick shot of South Africa due to lower below-the-line costs, South Africa has starred as Los Angeles before in the 2006 Colin Farrell Depression set Ask the Dust. And in the case of Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, the Norm's Diner was recreated in Cape Town. Once Verbinski boarded the project, it was close to a 3-year journey on the screen. CAA, Media, Finance, and Gersh held screenings for buyers. The most passionate to step up was Tom Ortenberg's Briarcliff Entertainment. Known for propelling the Donald Trump Origins title The Apprentice and the 2 Oscar noms, Briarcliff got the pick's Terry Gilliam-esque sensibility, Ortenberg having worked at Columbia during the David Putnam era when they had the Valley-turned-London filmmakers The Adventure of Baron Munchausen. Now, that is a wacky movie. You want wacky movies? The Adventures of Baron Munchausen is where it's at. Give it a watch if you haven't already. Hence, the marketing leaned into the hipster Gilliam styles of yore. The one-sheet look of Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, a complete homage to the Monty Python alums animation, as well as the one-sheet for his 1986 Brazil. The multi-Clio winning AV squad was a big partner in creating the campaign under Briarcliff marketing boss David Edwards. Key art designers Kiara Maloney, Ben Garriga and Brian Lauzon at AV Print worked on 3 posters, respectively. The chief among them was the wired headdress of Rockwell above, the teaser of being a title treatment of a finger on a bomb trigger, and the third being an ensemble on the right of artistic influences, and the one sheets included Mad Magazine and the artist Robert Williams. Hire human beings, good luck, have fun, don't die. I like that. That's good marketing right there. And a nice plain flag. Yeah, and to those who have lost their job to AI, on behalf of Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, the new film from director Gore Verbinski, Briarcliff Entertainment, is offering you free tickets to the movie in theaters. That is also awesome marketing because we believe you should be getting something out of the AI revolution. If you or someone you know has been quietly replaced, sidelined, or optimized in the name of progress, tell us your story and receive a pair of tickets on the house. Who better to see a film about AI's impact than those already experiencing it firsthand? That is totally awesome. I want to see this movie. I want to see it. And it is just absolutely rad. And I highly recommend that we all, have a watch of this film in the very near future. This movie, I saw the trailer, saw it was the teaser trailer for it. Primer War is pretty cool too. Hail to Alex Dergerianland. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. And we will be reading that super chat in just a few minutes. Thank you so much, Alistoria. Let's go ahead and go around the room, folks. And are you gonna want to see this Arcater? I think this one.
This sounds like a quality film worth seeing. If I get the opportunity, I absolutely will. Whether I get the opportunity or not remains an open question. That said, it sounds great. I, of course, was shaped in many ways by Monty Python, not so much by Brazil, which I continue to hate mostly for its nihilistic assumption that the authorities will win. And I reject that concept. Otherwise, this looks great. When it comes to war against AI, there is a sort of knee-jerk reaction against AI, but right now AI is still just a thing, which makes it a tool and means that if we want to get something out of the AI revolution, you need to start using those tools as quickly as possible in the best way you can. That's how you make it serve humanity and not just corporate interests.
Agreed. This movie, I think everybody's on board for this film. I want to see it. And, it's definitely coming from an independent source that is providing commentary on what's happening now in a comedic light. I saw the trailer for it and I'm hooked. And, the guy's wearing wires and pipe bombs are strapped to his belt and stuff. And he's got this clear rain jacket on. And it opens up the scene with everybody looking at him. And he's like, AI's going to destroy the future. I'm from the future. And everybody's just giving him this cockeyed look because wouldn't you? The dude comes in dressed like he just got out of a garbage disposal. He's like, I'm from the future. And what is his response? He goes, what? It's a dystopian future. We don't have really cool clothes like you do. It hits it right on the nose.
Not coming from a good future.
No, he's not
obviously
coming from a good future. Digny, do you want to see this one? I think I want to see this one. What do you think?
I think this film has a fantastic premise. This guy comes from a future where Somalia is the world superpower. I mean, good luck, have fun, don't die. It sounds like, content creation 101. I mean, from my personal perspective, you're going to see a lot of anti-AI productions come out of the Hollywood sphere because the entire industry is threatened by this tool. It is a tool, but it is a tool that can, let's just say, detool you, which is a technology that we've never really experienced before. We've never really innovated to the point where the tool can constantly detool and replace people in almost every industry and almost every profession. That's the great danger with artificial intelligence. It's the potential of it. And that should terrify all of us, but it's a fantastic concept. I think it's worth the watch. And it's a very interesting title. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Don't die.
Also known as Living in America.
Living in America. Anyway, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Scoobs. I think this is the Valentine's movie that we've desperately needed. What do you think?
I might go see it just out of pure boredom. I haven't been able to. I mean, recently I've been doing nothing but my games and podcasts and stuff. And that's another thing is because it's just so fucking boring out there right now with movies and stuff. Everything's so damn stale. But hearing about this movie, it makes me kind of want to watch Megan again, also because that right there is another thing about AI where it's kind of like,
Right. Absolutely.
It's especially with Terminator, so it's kind of like this is making me say Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet. I think it's different.
What I mean by Skynet, I mean like this totally reminds me of the whole theory of it. I'm under the mindset of the end of the world will be brought to you by AI. So I may just see this movie out of pure boredom to see what it's like.
Well, I think the joke. What?
AI, Scooby?
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's a deep question, Digny, because potentially yes, but if so, so are the rest of us.
What's this? The robots are talking to each other, maybe?
Simulation theory. If simulation theory is true, we're all AI, so maybe we shouldn't assume the worst about AI.
That's
well,
right.
you know what's scary is they did do way back. I think it might have been in the 70s or 80s. They did this experiment of putting these two supercomputers right next to each other, and they eventually developed their own language and talked to each other. And it was so scary. And it was so scary. And it was so scary they had to pull the plug on it.
Do you know what that language was? Japanese.
I know what the language actually was. I know the actual story. It was two AIs, not supercomputers, kind of garbage AIs. By now, I'm running better on my system at this moment. They eventually, and they were trying to simulate trading deals, developed a new language to simulate trading deals faster. It just sounded like gibberish to us, but it was efficient, and that was all they cared about. It wasn't meaningfully scary. Everyone telling you that was scary was absolutely full of crap.
Yeah, I heard the version I heard was it was done by NASA.
Yeah, complete garbage.
But nevertheless, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that did happen.
We live in an age, and Arcata makes a great point. We live in an age where you could basically make up anything, and people will believe it. That's the age we live in. Okay, I'm Mr. House, folks. Right, my body is literally in a cryostasis chamber where I can only speak through the internet. It's not true, but you can. If you say
I can in this very moment create reasonably plausible to boomers AI surveillance of your cryo chamber with your corpse in it that certain percentage of boomers will absolutely buy without question.
Exactly, and they might even bomb Hoover Dam while they're doing it. The boomers.
I see Tony's getting for the green.
Did you mention Mr. House? I'll have you know that my body has nothing to do with this. Deliver me the platinum chip. Be a little good courier and deliver it.
I always sided with Hal, so I did.
I had to. So with that, that's a good segue since I already, screwed the pooch on introducing it. But before we get to our gaming news segment of tonight's program, we got a couple of super chats. Let's go ahead and square those up, shall we?
Let's see if we have any super chats in the picture show.
All right, Alistore's twin sister with a very generous $19.99 super chat. Thank you very much. She says, "Hail everyone. I am in the mood for some Nuka-Cola, hashtag not sponsored. You know what? We will definitely
me
meet
too.
you there. I'll go ahead and have myself a Nuka on you. Thank you very much." And then we have Alex de Jerryland, 3394, coming in all the way from Denmark with 100 Danish krone. He says, AI is a tool, just as Arcater says. Not using it will be bad. Love from Denmark. It's good to have people hitting us up from all over the world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice of you to follow me here, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you, Danish people, for watching a show where 75% of the panel wants your icy country called Greenland.
Two of the best people I know are from Denmark. They're also the only two people I know from Denmark, which really speaks well of Denmark, I have to say.
Speaks well for Denmark. A hail to T Stark CEO Fan 99 out there. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a chat square up here. Let's see here. Megan was all right. The kid was annoying, and the it was so stupid. Digny, you could also apply for what the UK, well, which you know. Says Gap After Dark. London. Dun, 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 dun. The only ones that need to fear AI are the indoctrinated brain dead whose usefulness is quickly coming to an end, says Susan Dolan. Ooh, what
so 99% of the population.
Yeah. That is a hot take, but a
concerning, yes.
fair take. That is a hot take, but a fair take. Primal War is pretty cool too. Thank you for subscribing. YouTube is having its usual brain fart where it is struggling to figure out who's real and who isn't, and who's active and who isn't. So they're doing their pruning. And computers, as you kids know, computers can't count.
There's actually been a couple of times where Hypno's lost like about 10, 15 people.
Yeah.
And he had to tell people to resub.
Yeah. Oh, I've been unsubbed from. I've had people come in saying it doesn't hit. The big shots or us small fries. It doesn't matter. Computers just can't count.
It's like a shadow unsub.
Right. They just do it because they can, because they will.
And they'll mess with your
viewing.
They
wanna mess with your views. They'll pluck likes. See, I'm bouncing in between 4054 and 4053 right now. Isn't that wild? Whenever I had my big party show, it ended with 4065, and they are definitely pruning it. Depressing.
Yes, I would also like to suggest that YouTube
it makes a man want to quit sometimes, lol. But I'm not going to quit.
This is why I mostly encourage not looking at the numbers. The numbers get screwed with all the time and are most unreliably reported to start with.
Agreed. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys again for your support. We appreciate you. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on, quite literally. Hail to Valentino out there. Speaking of Valentines, hopefully your iPad's back up there at V-Tower. Let's go ahead and get to some Fallout news. And again, I bloopered this early, but you would think that actors would actually understand the assignment a little bit, but I would not want to say this to fans that are already skeptical. Man, I just love repeating rehearsed lines. Isn't it the best? So let's go ahead and get into our first article of some gaming news today, kids. God, I love that sound. Memory unlocked. Fallout cast explains why they don't play the hit games. Aaron Moten is a self-confessed gamer, but forbids himself from playing. The cast of Amazon Prime's video Fallout explained why they haven't played the hit video game series. That's Maximus. And you know,
make
Aaron
excuses.
Aaron Moten stars as Maximus, and you know that there's a commercial out where there's a Vault Boy mascot sitting next to him. And they're playing Fallout. And he's admitting that he's not playing Fallout now. Like, you just did a commercial where you were supposed to be playing Fallout. What? Like, what?
Excuses, not explanation.
I know. Aaron Moten stars as Maximus. Ella Purnell plays Vault Dweller Lucy, and Walton Goggins is, of course, Cooper Howard, because the ghoul is just a title. The series is heavily inspired by a long-running video game franchise, but it isn't a direct adaptation of any of the storylines, instead telling a whole new tale of the post-apocalyptic wasteland. As part of Game Informer's extensive oral history of the Fallout series, Moten revealed that he has still never played the games. I'm a gamer. I really enjoy taking a break from watching TV and movies. It's work for me. And I really have a hard time turning that brain off when becoming a viewer, he explained. And I have still not played Fallout, but I've watched Twitch streams. I've watched others play it, but partly I've forbid myself from playing it at this point. It's our job to bring a sense of humanity to these three characters. You would think that it would give you a bit more of a perspective for your role.
There was more humanity in New Vegas than they've yet presented.
Yeah, you would think, but then look at this. The Best Buddies advert right here. You know, and he's pretending to, he's acting. He's already acting a role in a Fallout show. He swears he'll never play the games, and yet he will act in an ad spot. Doing what? Acting like he's playing these fucking games. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Jeebus. Oh.
Yep.
What? Oh, man. Man. I mean, Maximus of the three characters is the least likable. Lucy can be cute at times, but obviously, if it wasn't for Cooper, there wouldn't be a show. Walton Goggins' performance as Cooper is amazing, both pre-war and post. I watch Fallout for Cooper Howard. I mean, I'll be real with you. He is the epoxy holding the rest of this misfit story together. And he does a damn fine job as an actor. He does really good. It echoes comments made by Goggins at the end of last year where he revealed he had no interest in playing the Fallout games. But for Goggins, who's much more experienced than Moten, he's able to understand direction and do homework. So I'm not going to give him the same slight that I'm giving Moten, because Moten did a commercial where he was pretending to play these games. I felt like the way I could contribute to this story the most was kind of be on an outside observer and a person that can keep them honest about the story. This isn't influenced by adhering to the myth of the game. That is a fair point, coming from an experienced thespian like Goggins. Meanwhile, Purnell told Game Informer that she tried to play the Fallout games, but she wasn't very good at them. That checks out. There's something wrong with my thumbs. I just can't do it, but I did do a lot of research on the world and Vault Dwellers and Vault Tech. That is very acceptable. And I ended up watching a lot of other people playing the game, which worked a lot better for me because I got to experience it without having to suck at it. See, now that's how you answer that question. You don't just say, I don't feel like playing the games because I want to do an outside perspective, you know, and be inexperienced like Moten, provide a better version of that story, and then be an experienced actor like Goggins. She's being honest. She's like, I'm a girl. I'm an actress. I suck at this. This game isn't working for me. I did my homework. That's the answer. That's the best answer of the three. Purnell went on to say that starring in Fallout helped me understand video games and fans and fandom and the passion of all those things that I had such little understanding of before. Now that just feels like the heart and soul to everything we do. Back in 2024, Purnell said she was going to avoid starring any more video game adaptations after landing roles in Fallout and Arcane to avoid being typecast. Fair. In other news, Mario Tennis Fever is out tomorrow. Who cares about Mario Tennis? I don't. So, kids, unlikable is fine. There is no soul. Yes, hail to Prince Stolas. Good to see you. Maximus gets better in season 2. Cooper does fall off a little bit, and Lucy is stuck in limbo for the most of it. Yeah, Lucy's being dragged along because she is at the very least playing the role of the ignorant Vaulty, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. Director.
Yes, but she really should evolve at some point. Thus far, I haven't.
She hasn't leveled up. She hasn't leveled up.
No character arc meaningfully observed, and most recent episodes have her being more of a sucker still, in my opinion. Also, it would seem the ghoul might be out in the future, which would be a really stupid thing, as he is absolutely a key deal. Look, I like Maximus, but Maximus is an idiot who has survived mostly through plot armor.
I believe that we concluded that Maximus was an idiot savant build.
That makes a lot of sense because, well, apparently his father wasn't a colossal idiot, so he's got intelligence bouncing around there somewhere. He just doesn't seem to be actually controlling it himself.
Right.
But I still like the series as a whole, even though I'm very angry what they did to my boy, Mr. House.
Mr. House. Now, this is something that we can discuss after we pass the stick, because again, House having knowledge of the Enclave is probably the worst that they could have done for him, but the way that he reacted to that knowledge was very Mr. House. Digny, do actors need to understand the assignment? All sources should say yes, and on varying degrees, these actors have understood the assignments besides Moten. What are your thoughts?
It's the Henry Cavill effect. Those who have any investment in the franchise they star in will be purged. That's how Hollywood works. That's how the entertainment industry works. That's why these people are categorically saying, no, of course I've never played the games. No. I've seen others play it. I've done a lot of research. Because if they have any kind of personal investment into these franchises, they will be purged from the industry, just as Henry Cavill was. Okay? It's literally an effect for a reason. As for the Fallout show itself, I've seen the first season, I've seen the second season. I have no personal problem with the show. My issue is, though, when you look at the history of Fallout as a franchise, it's vastly different between ages. You've got the original era, you've got, of course, the Bethesda era. You have Fallout 76. You have many different ways of having a Fallout game or a Fallout story, and it doesn't surprise me that the TV show or the streaming show is going in its own narrative direction, because who knows, some company, EA for example, might buy Fallout and make a mess of it. I don't know. What I can tell you, though, is that if this show continues to be made, if it continues to succeed, it will breathe life into a franchise that should have died with Fallout 76.
I think that's a fair assessment.
They're getting close to killing it for me with 76.
76.
I just wanted co-op Fallout, you assholes, not MMO Lite.
Yeah, I actually like whenever I do dick around on 76, I throw the $10 a month to him, $11 a month to him, and just play it solo, like
Let's
Fallout,
put it this
like it's intended. But you know,
let's put it this way, guys. If ever they make a future Fallout game, whether you like it or not, it's going to be more like Fallout 4 and less like Fallout New Vegas. Okay, that era of the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, that's never coming back.
Right.
It's never coming back. The best you're going to get out of Bethesda is Fallout mixed with Starfield. That's all Fallout 5 or whatever they call it is going to get. That's all that's going to... If it's done by Bethesda. Now, if it's done by another company, like the Oblivion remaster, then you might get something good. But if it's done by Bethesda, all you're going to get is Fallout and Starfield having a baby.
Pretty much.
What I mostly remember is that they really failed to maintain a good policy of gratitude. Bethesda had some great games that were well beyond their lifespan thanks to modders, and they got jealous of their own modders, and then things kind of went to crap from there.
Yes.
Scoobs, what are your thoughts on actors, and should they understand the assignment?
Well, I got a great example here. Halo.
Oh yeah.
The director for Halo said that he did not want anybody to play the game, learn anything about the game, or anything like that. That he wanted nothing to do with the game, so that they were going to focus on the game but not know anything about it. Which is how we ended up with the meme of Master Cheeks.
Master.
But that is one show that is based off of a game where they did not understand the plot or anything like that. The fact that 383 Studios and Paramount, neither one allowed any but the writers and the actors to know anything about.
Right.
So Halo is stupid. Now for the Fallout show, on the other
Good
hand,
to see you, Evil Fluffy Bunny. Good to see you. Go ahead, keep going.
For the Fallout show, on the other hand, it's interesting to hear this because back when the series was first announced, they said the director had loved and played the game, and that the actors and actresses had too. So it kind of makes you wonder, okay, wait, what? You guys are backtracking on what you said yourselves.
Right.
Because they have to, because unlike with the Halo show, everyone who worked on the Halo show still have careers in the Hollywood machine, right?
Well, so does Ellen Purnell.
If they made a show that stayed true to what Halo was all about, they would have all been blacklisted to a man and woman. That's how the industry works. The Henry Cavill effect is literally a prime example of this. If you have any kind of personal connection to these franchises, you will not stay there for long.
Yeah, and but the thing is, though, is that the fact that, and I have no doubt in my mind, that the actors, a lot of those actors had played Fallout, because I mean, even though they said it when they first announced the series and then went and doubled back and said that they hadn't, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that they've played it and they're just being told, hey, don't say anything. But probably the only person who might somewhat be telling the truth is Purnell. Because
I think Purnell is telling the truth because she admitted that she sucks at video games.
Yeah, exactly. She admitted that she played it. So I find this I find it very much that you need, especially if you're doing a video game movie or a comic book movie or something, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know the characters. You need to know the storyline. You need to do your homework, or it's all fuck around and find out.
Absolutely.
We also need to understand, especially in Fallout's case, folks, they've had, the original ones, and then you have the Bethesda era, right? There are some people, not many, because they're all very old now, who believe everything Bethesda has ever been connected to in Fallout is complete bullshit and has broken the narrative of what Fallout was all about. There's not many of them around, but there is a cohort of people who believe that. So for the majority of people to say that this TV show has gone against the Bethesda era, well, what goes around comes around, because let's face it, the enclave of Fallout 2 and the enclave of Fallout 3, are they the same?
What I'm about to say,
they are two different branches of the enclave, but Bethesda definitely wanted to try to bridge the enclave into different matters. I guess like there was President Richardson on the Navarro rig, and then apparently there was a supercomputer that also referred to it as Mr. President with Eden.
President Eden.
There was President Eden, and they tried to expand on that even further. Like, somehow Frank Horgan survives. Like, there's a Fallout 4 official extension where you can have an enclave-based ending. It's still very much blow up the Institute, blow up the Pridwin ending. But you encounter Frank Horgan. He's alive and well. He's not split in half like in the scene where he loses his legs and he's against the wall before the explosion. Like, they you know, like, I get that Frank Horgan was cool, but he died at Navarro. That's how the story goes.
So when
was
people
very
have
loud
this
to begin with.
mindset,
Yeah.
when people have this mindset of the Fallout TV show going against the foundations of Fallout, well, it's already happened. Bethesda already went against the foundations of Fallout.
Hey,
What
Orphan
did
Zane, good to
Fallout
see you.
start as?
And we're not saying that Fallout. We're
Mhm.
not saying that Bethesda was responsible for Fallout New Vegas. We're saying that Bethesda. No, that was Obsidian.
Yes.
But
Look what happened to them.
Enough on that. We got a couple of supers that have crept in. We'll
will
save the
say
Mr. House argument for another night.
No, I was just going to say,
Yes.
I will say one
I'll
thing.
go to war with that.
Any gamer who is aware of Bethesda, I have these parting words for you. 16 times the detail. Everything just works.
And now the song's stuck in my head again.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chalk Eaters.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get these super chats out of the way. And seeing that this is thematic for the first one.
Mr. Stark, it's time for some super chats.
Alistoria, thank you again for the $9.99 super chat. You are almost a producer for tonight's program, and you have been supporting me here lately in an otherwise dire time. Thank you very much. She says, I understand that this is off topic, but I must ask, does Mr. Arkader voice act Jarvis? Because if he does, awesome. But if he doesn't, he really should, because he sounds just like Jarvis. So this is definitely directed towards you.
Thank you. And I take this as a very, 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 very warm and sincere compliment to people who've said this. No, I'm not Paul Bettany, but that you should feel my voice sounds like Paul Bettany is an incredible compliment, because that's one smooth motherfucker.
He is a smooth motherfucker. Orphan Zane with a generous $5 super chat says, I just got here and heard complaints that Bethesda isn't going to make another Fallout game like New Vegas. Bethesda didn't make New Vegas. This is very, very true. And then he decided to go for a walk. I'll catch you on the replay. Thank you, Bunny Lord. Orphan Zane, we appreciate you swinging by. And YouTube is definitely not counting. They're not counting because we lost 2 more subs. The computer is really acting up today. Maybe we need to install Jarvis on YouTube.com to actually learn how to count. So if you
stop
please
pretending
check
YouTube is a sincere and reliable reporter of pretty much anything.
Very true. Very true.
It isn't.
Hail to Slay
choo-choo.
every game. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hail to Matt Funcool. It's good to see you as well. He does sound like Jarvis. Never know. He may actually end up being my Jarvis in a future collaboration whenever we start doing our first launch to Mars, as we round to our 5,000 subscriber, hopefully very soon by the end of March. So YouTube is indeed a bit of the fuckery, right? All right. Thank you guys again for your support, and it makes me feel happy to know that you guys are able to give a little bit, and thank you very much for that. We will save the Mr. House debate for another night.
I will go off otherwise.
Yeah, well, I don't want... Listen. I already gifted you a weapon that will represent what it's like when you're very angry. So I'd rather not be the target of my own. That would talk about a white elephant moment.
Never.
Talk about a white elephant moment. But I digress. I know. I want to hear the house debate when it's on. We may make that like a special episode, just like a 30-minute long video backstage recorded kind of thing, and then release it. That way we are not distracted. With that, let's go ahead and get to our next bit of news tonight. This is the second part of our gaming news segment. See, my Kermit the Frog and my Marvin the Martian are a bit similar, but then again, it's very hard to differentiate the two. All right, guys, here's what happens when an actor leaves a studio, or in this case, is fired. High on Life 2, for a lot of people, flew under the radar or was blatantly ignored because Justin Roiland was accused of domestic abuse. Now, as somebody who impersonates Rick and Morty, who has a damn fine Rick and Morty impersonation, I do model my act after Justin Roiland's performance. Improv, off the cuff, and of course, very risque. So when he was still part of the team, the creative team in High on Life 1, the first one, it ended up being very, very good. It ended up being fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah.
But High on Life 2, a little bit flew under the radar, and it's because, obviously, Justin Roiland wasn't as directly involved. But this is a review, and from the looks of it, it is a C. It is 75, so it is average. Creative, funny, and surprisingly chill. So that is the big word. Justin Roiland has no filter, and he has absolutely no chill whatsoever. Sorry, Squanch, I wasn't familiar with your game. Okay. And he says, no, literally, despite the first-person shooters filling my lungs with oxygen on a daily basis, I gave up on High on Life in 2022 because I burnt out on the Justin Roiland shtick. So this guy's actually on the other side of the coin. Rick and Morty was perfectly messy, nihilistic comedy for the 18-year-old me, but daily life is drenched in enough ego madness these days, and that I no longer see the fun in observing something true than beating it to death with a sledgehammer. High on Life was never so unrelenting in its cynicism, but it was grafting Roiland's voice to my hip in the form of a pistol that got us off on the wrong foot. Oh, he hates Kenny! All right, you hate Kenny, I hate you. What?
Ooh, what?
You hate Kenny?
Kenny.
Oh, no!
No! Kenny's the best part of the fucking game.
Let's do it! You know what? We gotta visit this guy's house. Let's do it! You kidding me, dude?
Let's
do it! You bastard!
I did it.
Oh my god! I have to read the article, and I'm gonna hate it now.
Agenda detected.
Kenny was the best part of that damn game.
Kenny, yeah, exactly. It's a relationship I never bothered to mend after the disgraced Squanch disgraced, and he put this in highlights. Co-founder resigned in 2023. He didn't resign. He was fired. High on Life instantly feels different without him. It was nicer, calmer, and still very much violent, referential, and fourth wall demolitionist in its humor, but not entertained by cruelty or allergic to being genuine. Oh my god, dude!
What?
Oh my god, dude! Did anybody bring some Thousand Island dressing? Because I didn't expect to get a serving of word salad today. I mean, does anybody got any dressing? Ranch, Italian, French?
Some salads are being tossed here, to be sure.
No shit. Well,
I'll tell you this, folks. Right. One of the main reasons why this second game fell under the radar was because it lost its star power. I mean, Roiland got majorsed, folks.
Mm-hmm.
He got the same treatment as Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, he got kicked out.
I think it'll get to a point where so many exiles just band together and collaborate. Because who wouldn't want a collaboration between Jonathan Majors and Roiland? This Roiland fella.
He got kicked from the first DLC from the first game.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will put a caveat. Near as I can tell, Roiland in the early days did back a lot of these Me Too bullshit movements, and then it consumed him as well. That said, this is still wrong.
Yes, Vox might hack my channel. It says, when does Tony Stark like the Tony Stark do news? I am Tony Stark of YouTube. I'm what they call a variant. And to quote, and as my Royland Rick, multiverses, Morty. The thing is you don't need to think about it. Oh, jeez, why do I sound like Kenny? God. So anyway, yes, this article is making me violently ill. It's a game that is unabashedly a fan of gross stuff, of squishy bits like trick holes, of body horror, and buckets of blood, and the occasional fart joke. But it doesn't believe that a pretense to be insufferable. It leaves behind an apparent embarrassment of being commercial art that permeated Royland's past works, and is largely comfortable being a fun shooter and servable send-up of Big Pharma. Oh, Lord. Outlaw King. You play as the outlaw bounty hunter from the first game who spurned their killing of notorious galactic cartel into B-list celebrity status. You're soon catapulted to another hunt that is far more appropriate for the world we live in. Oh, my God. Stop with the real life reference.
No escapism allowed.
You must. The whole point of playing a silly game like this is to shut your brain off from the bullshit of the real world.
Representation alert.
God.
You're not allowed to care about things I don't like.
Guy. I don't know who touched you when you were a kid, but come on. You're making this article very hard to read. Oh, my God, man. Center.
We're all feeling it.
Serenity now. Destroy a planet later.
I'll
Serenity now. Destroy a planet later.
Don't go doing Scooby style rage. You don't want that.
They're never gonna make a High on Life 3. Okay.
No.
This is the end.
This is the end, which unlike the movie This Is the End, which is one of my favorite movies. I tell you, this is I feel like Orson Welles trying to understand in July right now. Like, that's where I'm at. You know what I need? I think I need a beer. That's what I need. I need just one beer, because Jesus. Okay, cheers. All right. You joined a band of freedom fighters led by your sister. So she's still alive. That's good. Who has her own Gatlian now. Graduating from random gang killer to outlaw folk hero. The intro is a small triumph, an interactive montage that takes us through the years that have passed us through show appearances, fading friendships, relationship struggles, and the lonely monotony of bounty work, while simultaneously teaching the basics of movement, shooting. It's creative, unexpected, and effective. An impression that I would keep returning to throughout High on Life 2. I want to call it Half-Life 2, but then I didn't expect this movement shooter inspired by Doom Eternal to feature a level where the climax has little shooting. It's a first-person shooter. You're supposed to shoot a gun.
What? And, this is a game journalist. They don't play games.
Don't you know, kids. Let's hear. Real talk for 10 seconds. Real talk. I like first-person puzzling. I like first-person platforming, but I still want to be shooting stuff while I'm doing it. So
I just like shooting stuff personally.
I like shooting stuff, but I mean, the occasional first-person platforming's fine. I mean, that's why we had Prey. If you remember that game, Prey, for the original Xbox, that had the Z-axis shit. That shit was cool.
I played it on PC.
Shit was cool. Yeah,
it was. I just don't like first-person platforming. I do like blowing things to hell, though.
Yeah. An early contract takes the outlaw on a cruise ship owned by your target, disguised as a VIP guest. You partake in an elaborate murder mystery with a list of suspects. Oh, Lord. Call Tim Curry. We got a game of Clue. Clues you can miss, and a bespoke tool for handwritten notes that embeds you in the suit UI. Every level has curveballs like this, and the best part of nothing like it ever happens again. High on Life on 2 has a hub city where you return to buy upgrades, pursue little side quests, but the meat is an elaborate galactic tour of weirdos and strange places. where a contract says it'll take you to rarely to where you end up. It's rare to see so many bespoke assets and mechanics created for a fleeting moment of games, especially single-player only FPS, that don't have a bajillion-dollar budgets. It comes from a relentless desire to make levels original and memorable, a trait that I associate with Double Fine, Nintendo, and now Squanch. Don't bring the glory of Double Fine into the same sentence as Nintendo!
Oh.
Fuck!
I concur.
I have never wished for a franchise to die quicker than High on Life 2. What separated High on Life from other first-person shooters was character. It oozed character. And it was such a unique world with such a bombastic premise that it was almost insane. It was an insane parody of what we are going through right here, right now. And they've decided to just take all of that character away because, one of the lead guys might have beat up his wife or something. It's like, for goodness sake, I'm not crossing that red line because this is Stark's show, but for goodness sake, is that where we're at
The
now?
line that was crossed was the creators of Brutal Legend, the creators of what's the name of that Diesel Robot Walker game? Metal Knights, Double Fine, who has never made a bad game ever, is put in the same sentence as Nintendo. I need a minute. I need a minute. I need a drink.
I'll buy you some time. It's my turn to take on this. By the way, I chafe at this immensely. I didn't play High on Life 2, mostly because I respect Royland's work. It didn't particularly personally appeal to me. There was only so much of...
I'll be right back. Bleed out a couple
I feel
minutes.
I can rant.
Yeah.
No, sure, I can manage this. Okay, first off, as pandering the audience, departing. This was for you, Digny. I hope you'll forgive me for poaching that from you.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. MST3K was formative for me as well. And I'm acknowledging this connection. When it comes to this, it's clear the author of this review had an agenda, and that's what caused me the most pain as someone who did not necessarily have a great draw towards High on Life 1. I can still appreciate the humor of it. This does not have anything that tempts me to it at all. And there's so many buzzwords about the virtue of the game, it became immediately in short order quite toxic. The more virtue is signaled, the more you can rest assured there's no virtue to be found there.
Yeah.
Nintendo and Double Fine in the same sentence.
I feel for you, truly.
I grew up in Brutal Legend. As a person who loves real-time strategy, third-person brawlers, and car combat, and heavy metal, like 4 of my favorite things in one game.
Brutal Legend is a very special game for many people, and I can see why.
That was Double Fine's magnum opus. Digny, what are your thoughts, homie?
It was also a story, a game that oozed character, that was such a unique thing that was unleashed. Likewise with the original High on Life. And what they've done with High on Life 2 is to essentially invert that uniqueness for it to become generic while keeping the aesthetic of the world. No, you're not going after drug cartels, alien drug cartels anymore. You're going after alien pharmaceuticals who want to do what the drug cartels did, but legally. And I'm thinking to myself, you've just completely inverted the entire point of this entire franchise. Because when you look at High on Life, You look at a society where the authorities can't maintain control of the situation. Yes, everyone's bitter, jaded, and cynical because that's their lot in life, and it takes this outsider to become a hero. And now what they're doing is they're inverting that, where the authority is the problem, right?
The funniest part, like, was at the beginning of the game, where your house, an earthling suburban home, is plucked off the planet and just is dropped, literally dropped into this alien megalopolis.
Yep.
And the first thing that happens is somebody moves in and starts squatting there. Like, that's... I'll take what I can get. It's free. I ain't got to pay rent here. I'm still going to sleep on the fucking couch.
Timely into now.
Like, dude, that is just so cool.
It is, and it's also so grounded, because if I moved my home to Chicago, that would probably happen too.
Yeah.
Okay?
The same.
Okay? That's the thing that really resonated with me when it came to High on Life, despite the fact that it is a wild parody. The fact of the matter is, it is a great mirror for the world that we live in, especially that moment. You've got that annoying kid, right? In the first level, or your first contract against the bug people, you got that annoying kid, right? And you just shoot the kid. Just shoot him. Shoot him.
Yeah, that was
You
great.
shoot the kid. He's like, shoot me in the face. Shoot me in the face. Do it. Do it. I dare you to shoot me in the face. And then you finally do it. And then his mom comes out and goes, did you just shoot my kid? And you're like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, miss. I'm so sorry. And she's like, thank God. I wanted him to shut up for like weeks.
And then you find out it wasn't even. And then you find out it wasn't even a kid. The thing was like 33,000 years old or whatever. And she's like, "Thank you for killing my kid. I couldn't do it myself, but he killed my husband, and it's a shame you couldn't kill my husband. But that's okay. I'm going to go weep in a corner now because I have nothing to live for." She just goes on this tangent.
So basically.
She was happy, but you did it, but she was still sad at the same time. So she was like, I'm going to go on a tangent now. And it's like, oh my God.
One of my favorite things is how you get upgrades and items in the game. The chests are living beings and you kill them to get it, right?
Yeah.
You just rip their lids off and they die. One of the cassettes that you get, one of the cassettes that beams in is one of their houses from a home world. And they let you into their house and it looks like a Flintstones home. And they let you into their house and say, "Yeah, come have a cup of tea, hang out with us. Yeah, I'm so glad we got company." And then you just start looting, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're killing us!" And it's so stupid.
Yeah, and I'm guaranteeing you, none of that, sensibility is in High on Life 2.
No,
because that's what made the franchise unique. Was that very grounded reality that existed within that world. It's as if Justin Roiland just, toured Chicago for a few weeks and put it into a game.
Chicago being brought up again. I'm glad Max Redstone isn't here to agree with you.
One of my favorite things that you could do with the discs that you get.
Yeah.
And I did this constantly. It was when you could shoot at that town full of little miniature people.
Oh, you're talking about tiny town.
And then you just stomp throughout the entire town, and the entire time you hear him going,
I didn't fire a
monster. How could you come in here and do this? We welcomed you. Oh my God, that's our nuclear power plant. That's how we had energy.
That's our school. That's our hospital. Oh my God. Like I didn't waste.
And then at the very end, he's like, "Oh, I have nothing to live for. You've destroyed our town. Go ahead, shoot me." And then you aim the gun. He's like, "Go ahead. I don't care anymore." And then you shoot him. Oh my God. That's the last word.
How dare you? Because you shoot his little balloon thing that he's got to bring him up to eye level with you. And I I didn't spin a single round on the city. I Godzilla the whole thing. I stomped it to dust.
Oh, same here. I just
it's just like, hey, you wanted me to come into your town. It's not my fault that I'm causing collateral
did it
damage.
more than
You
once.
monsters.
I did it more than once. It was
This
so
is the
different
thing,
to
though.
do.
Anything new, fresh, vibrant that enters the scene, the existing system has to annihilate it. And they did it to not Half-Life. I wish they did it to Half-Life. That way we get a third one. But
No
they did it
shit.
to High on Life by getting rid of its star power and its creative edge in Justin Roiland. And the people
Indeed.
around him, too.
This is an overreaction to fictional villainy.
Mm.
Yes, I think you described that's fictional villainy. It's really dickish to do in fiction, but as in fiction, it is free game. I support that. Someone took that too seriously and used it as an excuse.
When you are a part of a society whom not even a millennia and some change ago used to have gladiatorial fights for real for this kind of catharsis. We need this kind of catharsis. We need to have a third-person viewing of pure, unmitigated ultraviolence. It's in our blood. We have it since at least evolved. Now, this has only been in the last, 70 years, found ways to emulate, make it non-lethal, and then in the last 30 years, make it virtual via technology.
Satisfying bloodthirst without having to actually watch our peers die.
yeah.
At least for most of us, because according to the Epstein files,
Would you rather
not
go?
all of us, clearly.
Would you rather go back to feeding prisoner convicts to lions? Would
well,
you
hold on. Which prisoner convicts? Because again,
True.
Epstein files. I can think of quite a few I would happily watch being torn apart by
Maybe that's
anything
the wrong
that
question
would
to
tear
ask.
apart flesh.
Maybe that's the wrong question to ask.
It's there's nuance. There's lots of nuance to explore.
All right,
there,
Boosh
but
says,
should
I'll
probably
fight you,
move on.
Tony. Let's wrestle. Oily mud, thongs only. We need a cameraman, and we need to find a way to make money off this.
I'm sure,
huge paychecks must be involved here.
Huge paycheck.
Huge paychecks.
This has been
I'm
fun.
sure
I'm
Stash
not
Attack
finishing.
will
I am
agree.
not. I'm not finishing this article. I am violently ill. Let's
Sorry to
go
hear that,
ahead.
but for the record, I think the important thing is that everyone's having some measure of fun.
We are having a bit of a measure of fun, and this is kind of like, I know that we don't talk about Marvel or Star Wars or Paramount anymore because literally everybody's doing that, but we're starting to get into the old flow of the old show a little bit more as we start diving into these alternative articles, and that actually puts a smile on my face because at the end of the day, we are still trying to do that. Carlos! Fish! Good to see you, my friend. How you doing tonight? I'm getting hyped, and I've elevated my voice. I don't know if I'm going to be there for Al for Talk and Roll after this. We will find somebody to raid. But in the meantime, in between time, let's check the Mega Chat outlet. No new Mega Chats, no new supers.
I never got my.
I am so sorry, Sweet Pea. Sorry, we got passionate. I thought we generally, as a consensus, were done with this. But yeah, if you want to continue kicking the dead horse, kick it with the cleats.
The stage
Go
is
put on the
yours.
cleats.
Mutilate that horse. Make it
Go
suffer.
put on the cleats. Go
Now,
put on the cleats.
I did a gameplay stream with this fucking game. All right. I had never played it before. I got it for free on PlayStation. I thought it was the funniest fucking game I had ever played next to Deadpool.
High on Life were 1 or 2.
I absolutely loved Kenny because the situation you were in was all his fucking fault in the first place. The game would not exist if it was not because of him, because that fucking gun. Like I said, everything that happened on Earth is his fault. Everything that happened in the game is his fault. And everything they spoof off of, everything they spoof off of is great. There's great cameos. The spoofs that they have from various shows. There are times where you can get a phone call from a random show, and you'll hear a song that's from a random show. The jokes in there are great. I mean, hell, one of the weapons in there, that's the knife. It reminds me of Shrubby.
You're talking. Yeah, Knifey is very much.
Knifey was fun as hell.
He is very much Shrubby-esque with his.
Yes,
with his,
he's very, very Shrubby-esque. And on top of that, though, that game had so much, especially towards the final boss. He was like,
with the impossible spam. Yeah, when he's
like,
spamming
the two most important people in the world, and if you don't pay up, I will kill them. And then he pulls them out, and one is Jack Black,
and the other is Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, and you look at him and you go, "We don't care about either one of them." And he goes, "Wait, what?" And he ends up killing them both. So he kills them both.
In Roiland's style, Roiland has been known, and not just, especially in Rick and Morty, like he'll bring in cameo stars. He will have people play themselves and then get brutally dealt with.
He's like, "Wait a minute, you don't care about any of them?" We were like, "No," and he smokes both of them like they were drugs, and that was fucking hilarious. Each of these guns are awesome.
Who did you sacrifice?
They had their own personality. Each one, and if you found one gun before the other, the exchange of things that you can do, the exchange of things that happen changed. So you never got the same thing twice with the story, because it was all based on how you also. What happens also was based on which gun you decided to go after next. So it was great, especially those little wannabe Ruxpin bears, Teddy Ruxpin bears. Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
the fucking wannabe teddy bears. Okay, those were fucking hilarious.
Who
but
did
what they
you
did
sacrifice?
And then the first DLC that they had for that game, and the only DLC for that game, was called High on Knife, and it was about Knifey. And when that one came out, they'd already replaced Kenny with another version of his gun. It was the same gun, but it was a female instead. And she tried to pop jokes, but none of them were funny at all. Nothing compared to Kenny. Kenny was awesome in that game. I mean, you got a trophy just for having a heart-to-heart with him at Applebee's.
Yeah.
And so he was the best character in the game. But when they got rid of him,
what if Morty was a gun? It was beautiful.
Yeah, and
absolutely beautiful.
He was, like I said, he was the best and he was the funniest character. But the show overall was, the game overall was great, because you would go back into your house and the squatter would be watching some sort of random show that does exist. Like Tammy and the T-Rex. That's an actual movie. So if you go back into your house at some point in time, the squatter will be watching that on TV, and they will be showing that actual movie. I mean, the game was great. And when that DLC came out, it was horrible. When High on Life 2 came out, I was like, oh, hell fucking no. I was like, this is a no, no way.
Hell no.
I wanted to I just wanted to grab a sledgehammer, go to the studio, and just beat everybody that, wanted to work on it. I was like, oh, fuck this shit. No way. Ain't happening. I won't let it happen.
Absolutely.
But
I still have to ask you one question.
We can refuse to play.
Who did you sacrifice when you finally knocked down the drug overlord? Who did you shove up his ass?
Jack Black. No, wait, not Jack Black. I shoved I shoved, let's do it.
You did too. I shoved "Let's Do It" up his ass. I did.
It completes his revenge. I endorse this.
And Kenny was like, wait a minute. You were supposed to do me. You were supposed to sacrifice me. And all the other guns, yeah, you were supposed to sacrifice his ass.
Let's do it. Dude, "Let's Do It" was like, "Let's Do It" was suffering.
Was brain dead.
That was
complete
yeah,
with vengeance and a mercy.
Yeah. "Let's Do It" was completely
it was a mercy
destroyed.
kill, but then again, after the whole boss fight, you find out he still lives anyway, so it's not really a sacrifice.
It's good to see Molly in the chat. She has went from Molly Caller to Molly Macabre. Duh. Morty. And good to see you.
It was a great game.
It's a great game, and it was ruined.
And if any of you want to know what the game is like, go to my channel. I have it right there. All the gameplay videos are right there under the barcade. So check it out.
Rest in peace. Let's do it. That's right. Well, we've had. Yes, go ahead.
Well, I know you watch my streams as religiously as I watch yours, so please note these Valentines are some of the worst I believe have ever been birthed by the mind of man. This is the last one I made. They're all available in the Arcalabs Volunteer Reserve Discord server under Allied Overlord Postcards or on X. And I don't recommend using them, but if anyone ever actually does, I really want to hear what happens next.
Absolutely. We'll bundle up a zip file of it for you all to download and distribute. And we want to hear your stories. I think that'd be kind of fun. In the meantime, in between time, we've spent a lot of time talking about "Let's Do It."
The brain dead gun.
Godspeed, let's do it.
Godspeed, let's do it. Happy Valentine's Day for all the people not getting the V or the D. What, Valentine's and Day? Molly says, thank you, Tony. Happy to be on. Only to keep. Yes, I will be back on Enzo's at some point, and Sammy 3 Pete's in the near future. I don't think I'm going to be able to hang out with Zach's tonight or this Wednesday, but I will be hanging out with Zach's on What's Good next Wednesday for sure. And because my voice is still on the mend from my 4K celebration, super D duper, I'm going to feature every character on my list. Stark matinee that went for 7.5 hours solo, and I thank the good Lord that my voice is still able to read the news. With that, let's go ahead and get to our second part of the show, the more fun part of the show, the odd news, community news, and the fake news section. So let's go ahead and start off with the odd news. Ladies and germs, this is just another day in Florida, all right? Runaway cow blocks traffic in Florida before getting roped, just like it was in the Wild West. A cow seen wandering through the roads and parking lots in Florida was roped and wrangled by a cowboy on a horseback. You know, just another day in Florida. Photos and videos posted to social media showed the cow wandering through the streets, parking lots near the Publix on Taylor Road in Port Orange on Thursday. This is in Volusia County. I went through Volusia County on my way to Disney World back whenever it was a place to go to. A WESH TV, WESH TV news helicopter captured the video of the moment of the cowboy on horseback that was able to rope the cow and help from a man on foot and several police officers. The cow is safely loaded onto a trailer. Authorities said that they have been in contact with the animal's owner and it will be returned home. Let's go ahead and take a gander at this. Right here, we're going to watch this cow get roped. Here we go, folks. Yeehaw!
Florida cow is not quite the same as Florida man, but still amusing.
This is just, another
You know, we always have our fair share of fun animal stories.
Yeah, they're not always in Central Florida, but tonight is.
It is always in Central Florida, buddy.
His cars had to move over and make way for a cow.
There it
on
is.
the run in Port Orange
there
today.
It is.
Several
Look
people
at
reported
the beast.
videos on their phones, of course, of the cow roaming around Taylor Road
Look
near the
at
Publix
the
there
beast.
near Williamson.
Let's get a
Port Orange
screeny.
police say
Oh,
They eventually.
There we go.
It's Florida.
having a
Deploy
bull,
the alligators
cowards.
and the
Yeah,
deploy the alligators, and the job or the
kidding.
problem will solve itself.
Oh no, a domesticated beef animal we eat
Look,
regularly.
guys, you can see a little
We're
bit
all
of what I
dead.
watch on YouTube. I watch Angry White Cat and World of Cats. I do cover some controversial stuff. I hang out with Furious Dan, and I like AI remakes. There you go.
Cut the cow down and caught it, wrangled it.
Look at this.
Look at that. Yeehaw.
Western style.
We got
Yeehaw.
exclusive video as they did it. Okay, so you can see the man on a horse there. That's a cowboy. With a
Obviously, it's a cowboy wrangling a cow there, lady. Who the fucking
the
thunk
rope
it?
tied to the cow. Another person swooped right in. Another wrapped a rope around it. That's when
It's
they were able to
election
look.
season. This is a hate crime against a Democrat voter.
Oh,
Okay?
no.
Look at all this black on black violence.
This poor cattle of
Get him
color
back in the
is
truck.
being rounded up.
Good job,
He was on
everyone.
his
Glad
way
he
to
wasn't
vote.
harmed. She wasn't harmed.
And the bovine goes to better pastures.
A
Well,
horrible
there you
abuse
go.
of Scottish blacks.
The
There you
bovine goes
go.
to better pastures. Are we sure about this?
No, he'll be sent to the. He'll be sent to a settlement and be dealt with for escaping the reservation.
He's
Bet
going to be
it's a
sent to my place to be eaten because I love steak.
Yeah, I'm sure you
I'm
like
also a
definitely-
fan of beef and other animal flesh.
Our good friend Scooby has went through a lot today. She has spent a lot of energy, and she must recharge. Sacrifice the beast for the good of Scooby. She's went through a lot today.
I agree.
We can appreciate the animal and the meat it provides. These are not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
I agree. I agree. Scooby needs a bit of the black bull. I agree.
Let's go around the horn. The bull horn.
Well, again, I'm pretty sure as a cow that's not a bull, ergo, we're not talking about a dude here. I also laugh at the idea that as a cow, as opposed to a bull, the idea there was some sort of great drama that was a major threat to the populace is itself a colossal farce that we should all laugh at more vigorously than we typically do. We all just go, oh no, look, they had to bring in a cowboy. Like last in the area, I assume, to do vaguely cowboy stuff. And in fact, the most scandalous angle on this is all of this police violence against a black Scot. Honestly.
Tell ya, what a world. Girls like meat, no kidding. Says, isn't it past your bedtime? Let's give him a rim shot for that. There you go. Dad jokes in the house, and it's not even Thursday.
By the way, Tony.
Yes, dear.
My dad has a dad joke for you.
Uh-oh. What
do you call a penguin in the desert?
What?
Lost.
Lasai.
Never lost.
Digny, you've already made some points about black cattle and Scottish cattle. And black Scottish cattle. Angus of the Hood.
Yeah.
Carry on. Any other points you want to make?
Oh, no, I prefer to reiterate my existing points until everyone gets sick of them. First of all, deploy the alligators, and then the problem will solve itself. Second of all, how dare those nasty cowboy Republicans stop that Democrat from voting?
Twice, probably.
My goodness.
God.
And a cattle of color, too. What are
Damn
you
it, Morty.
doing?
Damn it, Morty.
If they didn't hit the Scottish so much, it would
Scoops.
have been useful.
Scoops, do you like T-bone or ribeye more? Do you care? if it's
Ribeye.
Ribeye?
Ribeye and porterhouse.
Porterhouse. That's good stuff too. I like sirloin.
Porterhouse and ribeye are Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's making my mouth water.
Yeah, thinking
as
about it.
far as that cow goes, that's discrimination. They need to let him run free.
Run
Be
free.
his own cow. Not grab him and take him back to another
Hurt him
pasture.
up.
I mean, that's cowboy brutality, and
That's
just wrong. That's
it's
just
cattle
wrong.
brutality. It's
It's cattle brutality.
He's
cattle
ranching.
brutality.
How dare you ranch me? Don't ranch me. Don't ranch me, bro.
Yeah.
Look, cows have no room for complaint. We've kept them alive as a species.
Yes.
James Gunn can see into the future. One got out. A black.
Brother, may I have some of your oats, brother? No, the tall, skinny gods gave these oats to me.
That was
Burial Goods
was
is
just
genius, except for that
downright-
one thing he did.
That was just downright mean, sending him back to a pasture when they should have sent him to my place where I can have some nice porterhouse steaks and, of course, some ribeyes and stuff like that. Because,
I know. I should have sent that black bull to you, Scooby. I know you like them fresh.
my mom always tells me, you need to marry a farmer. I'm like, why? She goes, because you like eating steak so much. And I said, he would wake up one morning and find all the cows gone.
There is a quantum singularity somewhere interred within Scooby. It is confirmed.
What I observe is, as a lifelong fan of all genuine meats that are non-human, I've also been pained because I've been tempted to veganism. And the idea that you could get meat from a lab that has been cloned from cows, it seems pretty guiltless. And then I learned exactly how they got it ostensibly commercially viable.
I will say,
avoid the lab-grown meat. I'll go into details, but it'll ruin everyone's dinner.
I will
Very
say,
true.
I will say, aside from steak, bacon makes the world go round.
Bacon
Yes.
makes the girl go around the world. Yes.
No, bacon. Look, in the
Bacon
past,
makes the
bacon was a
world go
very
round.
dangerous meat. Now, though, it is the best meat. Why? Because of the benefits of eating it and having it around to ward off war seals.
That's very true.
It is the best. Bacon makes the world go round. I am a firm believer of that. Anybody who says
bacon could be there for world peace.
Yes.
Bacon for world peace.
Bacon for world
There's a
peace.
solid case there.
Bacon for world peace, and bacon for Olympics.
Now, Dan Funk goes on to say, do you know how you can get $1 million in the ranching business? Start with $2 million. It's very true. Very, very true. It is a diminishing return that unless you have such a yield of livestock and product, I mean, it's very difficult to actually be a successful farmer on a large scale. The Great Texan Steakhouse in Amarillo has a 72-ounce steak challenge. I would absolutely die. I would absolutely die. And I'm a big guy. I would die. I couldn't finish it.
I'm not a big person, but I'd still do it.
No, that's because you have a black hole inside of you. We've already established this.
Oh my
challenges
goodness.
exist. Meat is the best food, mostly because you can't meaningfully overeat it. The satiation content is just too damn powerful. It's great.
You want to know something
You should
interesting?
treasure
Tony?
this.
What?
And you're never going to believe this. I used to be a vegetarian.
What?
I'm just glad he got better.
Well, they turned her into a newt.
I used to be a vegetarian. The only thing I would eat is fish.
I am trying so hard to bite my tongue during these comments. I am trying so hard.
Correct, Arcater. I was more along the lines of I was a pescatarian. I ate fish and vegetables. And
Sounds fishy.
When I was in college and I had to be hospitalized for aplastic anemia, the doctor said you need to start eating meat again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ugh.
I have to bite my tongue off. Oh dear.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
Yes,
That was the
I'm
old
sure they
Scooby.
were. Oh, it's so painful trying to resist the urge.
Susan Dolan Hale, dear, she says the only rancher that I know that makes money is King Ranch, and that's because he takes up 5 Texas counties. Yeah, he's a big fish. Let's go ahead and fight our urges to take this from our otherwise PG-13 rating, even though that the biggest risk of that is about to rear its, let's just say, ugly head for thematics. But before we do that, let's at least put a little icing on the upcoming shit sandwich. We got another super chat. That's right, the Terran Drift. Alistor's twin sister with a very generous $9.99 super chat. You are almost a producer tonight. Thank you very much. And she says for Scooby, a line of fresh, I would say about a week's worth of ration.
Cow. I've lost count of the cows, but a lot more cows. Cow. Dignity, join in, cow. Never mind. Fine, leave us out in the cold. That's
cow.
I'll just go ahead. I'll go ahead and say it.
I got that. You got to remember, I have just about all of the sounds on standby. There.
Yeah, you should see that.
Hail to Osaka Chandal, all the way over from the land of the rising sun. Good morning to you,
sweetie.
Gozaimasu. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
And it is a pleasure to have you here tonight, dear. All right, guys, we're going to get into a pretty hot topic. This one is still relatively hot off the press. This has happened a little bit earlier in the week, but it merits worth talking as, again, the theme of tonight's show is the influence actors have on their product. Now, it's no secret that I am a voice actor. All right, I am a free agent, but I have had commissioned work done in the past, and I hope to get more commissioned work with it. But if I had a big deal from a big video game company coming and knocking on my door and saying, hey, can you read some lines for us? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Here are your lines. Have a great day. Well, this person just had to go the extra motherfucking stupid cock-sucking mile. And she also happens to be a streamer. Let's get to our community news segment.
Why can't we all just get along?
That's right. Faria. I am a voice of Ayn Rand in Overwatch. I held off on posting about this because I wanted to make sure I could do the discussion justice. Here's a shot at that. Oh, you did more than a shot, which we'll get to. You did more than a fucking shot.
I should take a shot myself.
You know what? Who wants to play drink the beer? I do. What do I win? Another beer. So, Cap, for your thoughts. This is just, I would kill for an opportunity like this. Let's just go ahead and give some context. Let's just add a little context here. I would kill to get in Minecraft, to get an opportunity to be a voice actor for a game company. Even if it's like 8 lines, even if I'm a stand-in or a shopkeep, just to have that on my resume would be absolutely awesome. And let's say I got an opportunity to do that. Let's say somebody came to me and said, okay, we want you to voice this character. and he's a shopkeep. Well, what does he sell? He sells medical supplies. Okay, cool. I'm not going to turn right around and go, can we have him talking about, I don't know, the NRA? Can we get some conservative views up in this piece? No. Well, I am a conservative. I'm not going to go out of my way and say, hey, look, I want this character to have a cowboy hat on and talking about how great guns are. Why? Because a voice actor's job is to voice act. It's the job that I want. It's the job that I do every Thursday night for you, among other things. So this is no different. No different. Let's go ahead.
Who turned Melanie Mack into an Asian?
I don't know. Oriental, but
I don't want to know.
Asia's a pretty big continent, to quote a good friend of mine. Let's go ahead and hear her run her mouth.
Hi, friends. I'm Fariha, and I voice Anran in Overwatch.
Yeah, you voice her.
Who?
All right, so here's the other context. Here's the other context that I want to bring to everybody's attention. Okay. Overwatch is not a popular game anymore. And it hasn't been. It has been absolutely stomped into the dirt by this little game called Marvel Rivals.
Yep.
Who?
It was stomped into the dirt a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a class-based team deathmatch, team assault, team CTF, team domination. Think Quake, but without the blood. Think Unreal Tournament, but without the ultra violence. Think objective-based gameplay with character classes on each side to work as a team to either defend or assault objectives. That's what you get with Overwatch. Now, Marvel Rivals takes that same idea and dials it up to 11 with their heroes and villains in the game, and has been domination station as far as this game type goes for the better half of a year. Better half of about a year and a half now. It's been about 18 months.
I tell you this, Stark, I wouldn't be smiling if I was a woman working for Activision Blizzard. I'd probably be molested before I finished my lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because that's why Activision Blizzard sold out Xbox.
Yeah.
Because the company would have disintegrated through all the sex scandals that are going on. So shilling for a female streamer to shill for Activision Blizzard would be like Jennifer Lawrence shilling for Harvey Weinstein.
Mm-hmm. Which she more than likely did, but that's neither here nor there.
It's probably the same case
Yeah.
here.
To be
They
quite
signed
frank.
the contract, they're playing the role.
Again, I can differentiate what my employers want me to do, because my job as a voice actor, when I am commissioned, and I'm not commissioned a lot, and I'm not commissioned much when I am, I say, do you have your lines ready? How would you like to direct me to read those lines? And is this acceptable? Do you want to doctor my audio, or do you want me to doctor it? These are the questions you ask when you're in this business. And I'm just starting out. These are the questions you ask. Is this sufficient? Do you need me to do a retake? That's it. That's the job, people. That's the job.
The challenge is do your best in context.
Exactly.
That is for all of us.
是 Fariha， 我是安然的英语配音演员。
Now, this woman's not ugly. Her hairstyle makes her ugly. That is a wackadoo hairstyle. My God, woman.
I'll
She looks
shrug
like
off the
the type of
hairstyle.
character.
I'm chafed by what she did to her eyebrow.
Yeah.
That pains me.
The eyebrow cut is weird. She's a beautiful woman.
I'm gonna be so honest.
And she wants the character she voice acts to be ugly as sin.
I'm nervous about this video because I didn't want to not address the elephant in the room, but I didn't.
And you don't need those contacts.
Did she fucking dye her eyes? I mean, her eyes are red too.
I think she's going for the Vi look.
Contacts.
I think she's going for the Vi
disagree with
look.
all of you. I think Erika Ishii has never looked so good.
Yes, we will definitely keep in touch. Hail to the law, Thesalore. He says, I dropped the sub, good sir. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. God bless you. YouTube is having trouble counting its coins right now, but we appreciate you subscribing, Law, and thank you. And she says, I want to read the lines for my now real news episode. Absolutely. Send me some lines and I'll get them to you as soon as possible, Sweet Pea. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. Now, of course, Osaka's a friend, so that's not a commission. I'm doing it for a friend. But that's how you do it. You don't go into this fucking spiel like Faria's doing.
Step on the devs' toes or speak on their behalf. Because
Step on the devs' toes, speak on their behalf, but that's what you're doing.
It's this tightrope in my mind of trying to honor the community and everyone's criticisms because I agree, and also give grace to the developers because they're always trying their best in the situation they're in.
Miss, that is not your job. You're not an ambassador for the players. Myth, yes. You're not an ambassador for the players. You're a voice actor. Reach goddamn lines.
Her job is to
lady,
sit down.
Lady, I'll take a number 9, a number 101, and a chicken chow mein. Okay? Get it done. Okay? And I want one of your special sets. I want a crispy spring roll, chicken curry, and egg fried rice. Quick as you can, love, or I'm sending you to North Korea.
Are the spring rolls vegan? Because if so, no sale.
No, I'm
No
literally
kidding, man. No kidding.
I'm literally holding a local Chinese takeaway pamphlet, and that's what I just read.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is called method acting.
Yeah.
Or quality improv, one of the two.
Talk about embracing the source material, which is what you should do, Rice Muncher. Know your role, shout it out until you're told to speak your mind. You're a voice actor.
So
she's speaking her mind again.
Sure that was there before
it's
I
tightrope.
Anything myself. So here goes.
48 seconds into this 3-minute and 48-second diatribe, and she has yet to establish her thesis statement or make a point.
To speak one's mind, one must first, if they're responsible, try to be certain they've got a mind worth articulating.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's got to wake up the hamster and get it rolling on penalty of becoming the next, chicken chow mein.
Yep.
I got to mourn Anran between the design I had hoped for her and the design we ended up with.
You are a voice actress. If you wanted to be an actress, which you can, you have a good face to get into a silver screen role. If you put your mind to it, a small screen role. I've listened to you talk when you were actually doing, your Twitch streams, because I obviously did a little homework on this woman. Her ideals are insane, but when she locks in and she starts actually doing the work, she's not half bad.
I can say that about a lot of Orientals, but
yeah.
Because I think in her comments,
she's from Canada.
Oh, she's Canadian.
But she's Chinese. Come on, guys.
After all, Canada will be Chinese in the near future, I suppose. Clearly, this foreshadowing, if you will.
It's her makeup. It's her makeup that gives.
It's the Vi look. She's trying to look like Vi from Arcane. She's trying to look like Vi. That's it.
This is what happens.
I never, in my youth, thought for a second I'd hate Canada this much.
To speak one's mind, you must first have a mind. That is correct.
Exactly. Do you know a great test for this woman, considering she's a Chinese Canadian? Ask her if Taiwan is a country.
Here's a valid
This is a
question.
good litmus test. Also,
valid
what
question.
happened to Tiananmen Square? Mm.
Well, the tanks didn't stop. We know that much. So, this is a valid point from Osaka. She says, do you want me to make your character look like you fell down the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down? No! Because I already fucking look like that! I don't need help in that department with whatever fictional avatar I got going. I want that glow up. I want that fucking glow up, dude. Absolutely. She is making the opposite point. She wants characters to be less of a choice. Look at the Lost Descendant. Look how attractive those chicks are.
Yep.
And you go into these Lost Descendant rooms, and 90% of the people playing them are all playing hot chicks.
You mean the
Last
Descendant,
yeah,
or the first
There was a
Descendant?
precedent set
whatever
by.
it is.
There was a.
I've got to keep PSA on this point when we have time.
Yeah. Let's all right, to quote Negan, this is a shit sandwich. We don't nibble on the motherfucker. We chew, we swallow, we repeat. Let's not nibble. Let's get through it.
Promise that said, we're going to challenge the beauty standards plaguing and ransacking media
Beauty standards
these days, right? The Ozempic chic, the
Ozempic. Ozempic. Auto parts.
contour
That's
your
the
nose.
tension we
You
have time
your
for.
nose, the tiniest nose. And I think because of that precedence, people feel understandably let down.
Listen, your voice actress, sweetheart.
Ozempic chic, by the way, is so recent history, it is not plausibly relevant to any standard beauty we're presently observing.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, absolutely.
I guarantee you it's going to be a major feature of every standard of dismal failure in the not distant future. Honestly, when you take a pill to just overcome your failure to...
Well, let's use the Chinese word for Ozempic. It's called famine. This lady looks like if the Chinese Communist Party mass-produced an e-girl and released her on the market. I think the Japanese version would be like, instead of red, it's blue, and then the Chinese and the Japanese would fight to the death because they look exactly the same, but they have different color hair. I mean,
Somebody call Rooster Teeth. We got the new plot for red versus blue. Oh, wait. Rooster Teeth
I'm still on Team Japan, for the record.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
So, again, just to expedite this shit sandwich, she made the complaint, right? She lodged this complaint, speaking on the behalf of all 5 of the people that were upset over how this character looked. And then what did Blizzard do? What did Activision do?
They caved.
They caved. They absolutely caved. And now she is going to wax poetic and add a side of crocodile tears with our Eglo mane on her basically her victory here. Her victory, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, isn't she a little too attractive to be making this point? Shouldn't she be much fatter and uglier?
She's cute. Look how cute she is.
Shouldn't she have at least another 30 pounds and maybe a face tattoo or something? I mean, no nose ring even. What a poser.
Look at her. She's even got the contacts out, and that's an immediate improvement.
Maria, voice of honor in here. Hi. Y'all, they listened. Because of all of you speaking up.
All of you speaking up. All 5.
You piece of shit.
She's so cute.
With that face. Press X to doubt.
Post with Aaron Keller talking about the intricacies of what
Bitter
a face redesign is going to.
Oh my God,
Tony,
woman!
Tony,
yes.
She's making me angry.
You've been angry all night. You've dealt with a giant.
She's making me angrier.
I know what we're gonna do.
It really seems like they're gonna do it.
What? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna redesign the character to look just like her, and then we're gonna call it ugly, and then she'll want it fucking changed back. That's what we're gonna do.
She wants to voice a character that looks like Rosie O'Donnell, and she looks cute. Like,
Hold on.
She wants Concord.
Godspeed, Rosie O'Donnell. She was right about way too much.
Tony, show her character. What, before or after?
Do both.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and get those set up here.
What's
give me
disturbing is
tick.
that this lady looks like she's looking at us while we're roasting her.
I think I've just proven objectively I will defend Rosie O'Donnell before this person.
Okay, all right. I've got it queued up. Let's get through her victory lap.
Go ahead.
And then we will show what kind of glow up she gave Ayn Rand. Yeah, her character was cute. And now, not so much.
I know she has pronouns now.
Let's just say there's a big fucking nose in the way. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Because of y'all, we might just end up getting the best version of Honor we can.
That's right. What's that scene from Spaceballs? If you do not give us the code to unlock the shield, we will give your daughter back her old nose. Doctor,
not just beautiful,
do your worst
and
with pleasure. Fine. I'll do it. That's basically Blizzard right now.
Screenshot this image right now.
Holy shit! Did I
hold on? Stand by. Don't progress. I will do this myself.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
Because you've just
everyone should, mind you, but I will do this myself.
There we go. You know what? I might just turn this into a Skeletor short because I want to do a Skeletor commentary on people being stupid. I'm gonna add that to my Skeletor roster.
The penthouse immediately.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that was Spaceballs. Yeah, her old nose. Bye, Tony. Love your energy. Take care of yourself, Sylvia. Okay,
Overwatch 2, the search for more crap.
The search for more crap. So yeah, it's just I'm not a fan. Old Dad's not a fan. All right, does everybody got their harvested screenies for whatever thumbnails projects that they want to throw this in? Because I think the main reason why Ryan wanted to screenshot this is because he's definitely going to cut her out and remove the background and put her on an upcoming network video. By the way, be sure to use this opportunity of mention as a segue into subscribing to the host of this motley little assembly of crazies called the network. The dignified cartoon gentleman, give him a sub. You won't regret it.
So I hope you had so much fun. Thank you for caring. Thank you for speaking.
Thank you for giving me however many Twitch diamonds or however their digital currency is. Lady, if you were ever on YouTube, man, you'd probably also get like boatloads of super chats from your fans because again, you got a pretty face, you got a pretty cute bod, your tattoos are in the right place, you look good, got good skin, but at the end of the day, man, you're very ugly on the inside. You're very ugly on the inside.
Streaming all of next week, so
I'll say
or
sauce.
And
yeah.
Look, I'm a person who is pro-humanity. I am a champion of humanity. I will admit this has been made easier by limiting my exposure to humanity as much as possible. But humanity has some great things. We wouldn't be here without humanity, and I lean upon that heavily.
All right, Fox, we're almost wrapped up with this. We're going to show the character and make fun of it. We're going to go around the horn, and then we're going to get to the fun segment and wind down. So we'll see you in just a few. So yeah.
Have so much fun.
Have so much fun, guys. Have so much fun, guys. Now you're probably asking. You're probably
play the fucking game.
You're probably asking yourself. Oh, she's not going to play it, no, unless she's playing as her character after her victory lap. Speaking of which, are you ready for the victory lap? Because Lord of mercy, this is such a glow down. All right. Yeah.
From cute to cunt, ladies and gentlemen.
From cute to pissy-looking feminist.
That doesn't roll off the tongue. From cute to cunt.
Be careful saying that back to back.
I
know. We did earn quite a chunk tonight. I'd hate to lose it.
I know. I like to try and drag the age rating of the show from 13 to R.
I know.
Putting the judgment in their hands is a mistake, in my opinion. But here I'm, me, and also far less driven and contrarian to a fault.
Well, speaking of which, I think it's time for us to go around the horn, and then we'll have our fun segment, which is a bit of fake news, and of course, our jab at Valentine's Day. Because this is, again, a singles acknowledgement, yes, you exist day. Arcatur, we will start with you. I know this has been a dead horse that has been beaten right and proper, but again, we got our cleats on. Let's go ahead and send it on home, shall we?
I'm sad to say this. Not really, actually. It's a bit of a good problem to have. But we've actually gotten most of our points regarding this particular article while the article was presented without stepping on each other too much, which is a point of pride. I would like to extend my compliments to all my co-hosts. Well done. When it comes to this, honestly, we don't even know if this is an operative of China, that there should be a Chinese-Canadian. Does tip the scales for me personally, but you make your own decisions. I don't tell people what to think. But in my own opinion, yeah, absolutely a Chinese operative, and now we have to deal with consequences.
Right. She is a spy. Dignified cotton gentlemen, do you want to defeat the spy?
Well, unlike Director Arcata, I will tell you what to think, and she is definitely a spy, whether a willing or an unwilling one, okay? Oh, for goodness sake, what's worse than a Canadian? A Chinese Canadian? What's worse than a Chinese Canadian? A French Canadian, okay? Okay?
Lord of mercy.
My goodness. When you look at what she's espousing, they are progressive talking points that wouldn't be out of place in the Oriental world, which is dominated by freedom-hating communists. Okay?
Yes. Hold on. Actually, I interrupt in here. I'm sorry. You're not entirely wrong. This sort of take would not be tolerable within China. It's only tolerable in nations China wants to destroy.
Exactly. Let's face it, folks, right? Ultimately, without Western support, all of the Orient, right, all of it would be red. All of it, right? Without the support of America and the Western world, all of the Orient
NATO
would be red. In fact, Canada would be red as well, like full-blown red. Right on
it's pretty damn close even then.
Outside of Alberta, really.
Yeah, you can't let subversive people like this infest your franchises, because they will. They will, right? That's why you got to be like the Japanese at this point. You've got to be merciless to it. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer. But a consequence of being merciless to it is that when you're merciless, you're usually merciless to everyone. Which is what the Japanese are very good at, but
they
not a lot of
show
people
no
know about
mercy
that.
to the weak.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it, that the pride of that culture. If I want to, I'm gonna hype up Osaka's people on a pedestal. Is they are very, very, very merit based. Everything that you do in the land of the rising sun has consequences, and if you do good, it is pride. If you don't, it is shame, and there's no in between.
It's like that Family Guy
It is
skit
very
when
much.
When Brian and
we
Stewie
need this discipline. We don't have this discipline that they do. They have discipline.
When Brian and Stewie go through the multiverses and they end up in a universe where Japan wins World War II because the Japanese just never quit. Yeah, that's the literal embodiment of these people. And, good luck, because they're going to need it. They're going to need it against the Reds.
Have yourself a great night, Lord Dragneil. Thank you for hanging out with us. And it is very much looking like it might be the end of video games. But I actually wanted to bring up some breaking news before we get to our fun segment, because this is very, very important. We talked about some bad first-person shooters today, folks. That we're not going to sugarcoat it. We talked about some bad first-person shooters today, but I want to make an announcement. I think I bookmarked it. Let me pray to God that I did. As for a lot of people, one of my favorite franchises in what is now considered boomer shooter history is Unreal Tournament and Unreal and Quake. So I'm going to make this announcement. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to breaking news, but we're going to wait till we get done with Scooby here. Scooby?
Yes.
What is your points on this victory lap that this woman who has no right to uglify a character
needs to shut up.
Yeah, bitch needs to shut up. That's a good way to...
That bitch needs to shut up and realize she does not speak for every single fucking gamer there is. And all the people that are like her that say that crap, they don't even play the fucking game anyways. That's always how it is. They whine and complain about how they should change the game because of X reason. And then when it's changed, they do their little victory lap, but they don't play the game anyway, so it doesn't matter now, does it? Though she's like, she's like another version of Erika Ishii. And just looking at the girl just makes me
violently ill. Angry. That somebody is gifted in her body and her face, and she's doing all of these efforts to ruin that.
Looking at her, hearing her voice, hearing what she said, it makes me angry. It makes me so angry because she does not speak for gamers. Gamers speak for themselves. She needed to shut the hell up that entire time. She did not create the game. She was a voice actress for it. That was it. That was her only job. Sit down, shut up, say your lines, end of story. She did not make the game. She had no say in what the character looked like. So, yeah. She just, she needs to be bitch slapped into reality.
She does, and she needs to do what she's good at, which is apparently voice acting. Take it from somebody who is bending over backwards, and my voice last night sounded, with all the crud that I acquired overworking the damn thing, on Thursday, I impersonated no less than, I think, 19 different acts that night. I'm looking for work. And I understand the assignment when I get that work. This woman has work with a big fucking company. And then she wants to, take that inch and run with a mile. And let's swap places for a day.
Well, maybe, Stark, you should transition yourself. Maybe then you could work for Activision Blizzard.
No,
don't. I know people who have, and that haunts me to this day.
Let's not. That's funny, but no. With that, let's go ahead and get to our breaking news, because we do need a little bit more of just one great palette of fun. We need to have a little bit more of an enjoyment here. Here's some breaking news hot off the presses. All right, Unreal Tournament 2004 is now free to play, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more of my old school crowd, you've probably seen me play UT99 because it became freeware. I have just as many, if not more, mods that I have edited and tinkered on for UT2K4 that I now need to pull out of my CD-ROMs and download into this puppy and bring back greater times, more awesome first-person shooting. This is a first-person shooter, okay? 2K4 was one of my favorites, if not the best iteration of the Unreal 2 engine, and it is 110% free. Go grab it, get fragging. If I get enough of a bunch of people involved in this, I will try and see if I can host a dedicated server where we could play, and I could introduce you to some of the stuff that I did long before I was a YouTuber, long before I was, a creative, but I was still a creative. It was just in these other circuits. And go and download the best multiplayer shooter ever to grace PC gaming. Epic has made the game permanently free and will be maintained by the lovely people at oldunreal.com. Absolutely wondrous, phenomenal news. I'm over the moon about this. And of course, they do have their Discord community. And if anybody wants that link, do let me know. I'm pretty sure they'll be hosting dedicated servers as well. I can't wait to actually get some Rust off and play some 2K4. Like, oh my God, dude. I am... They announced it, and I thought they were lying. Like, they talked about this last year, and I'm like, yeah, that'll be the day. Then I fired up UT99 just to get my hopes out. But I'll be damned, dude. This is some great news. Great news. Great news.
What I'll say is I'm celebrating for you.
Cheers. Yes. It's all fun. It's all fun.
Excessive, but I'm glad. Like, I enjoyed a first-person shooter for a span of time, but I mostly chafed on PvP in general.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
this was back in the day when we had this thing called bot matches, where you can play against bots.
Okay, that's basically PvE, and I am all on board for that.
Mm-hmm.
As a person who actually likes AI in some regards, one of the best roles they serve is as a amiable nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
Something that helps us to be better by training us to be better by being an antagonist. This is an important distinction because you can absolutely be killed by your friends. We know this in a lot of ways, and when it comes to AI, this can be very important for the future. Think of cell phones. In not so olden days, everyone knew their own phone number and the phone numbers of their friends. Why? Because they had to remember them.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have cell phones. I remember all those numbers, and no one remembers their own number. This also implies to me I'm not attacking anyone.
No, we're all victims
but
of it.
I know why.
We're all victims of it, yeah.
Well, it's nice to know you guys have phones.
Sometimes I am uncannily good at catching the pun and reacting in real time. I don't know.
Is this why old people called Russians bots? Because they were an amenable enemy? Maybe that's why the boomers keep thinking Russia is the enemy, because they keep calling them bots for some reason. God's sake. It's not 1966. Move on, boomers, for goodness sake.
Russia was valid the enemy, and it might be valid the enemy again. I'm not really worried at present until someone other than Putin is in charge. Look, as bad as he is, he's not the USSR. The USSR was run by Stalin, and that was absolutely the worst piece of shit history has ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about a much better country. Let's talk about the Babylon Bee. Oh, wait, that's not a country.
Well, we're going to be getting to that in just a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and...
Might as well. Look, the Babylon Bee is a product of America.
America, best parodies in earth.
Better and worse, I freely acknowledge. I just note that someone said to me a long time ago, and this is very valid, the mystery of America isn't that it should be dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
The mystery of America is how it should work at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a one-word answer. Well, technically it's two. Tel Aviv. Go ahead, Tony.
All right, Digny, do you have any thoughts on UT2K4? And if I did make a dedicated server, would you join me as I?
Well, it's a bit before my time, Tony. I mean, you were talking about Unreal Tournament '99. I was born in 1999.
Oh,
okay.
Well. Education. Let me show you the way. There was a great time, my friend, that you unfortunately, by default, missed, and I want to share that with the world.
I literally grew up through the financial crisis, folks.
Yeah.
It's a little bit before my time. It's good that a legacy franchise is entering the free area. But let's face it, folks.
It's not Fortnite. It's not Fortnite. Epic Games is doing something that's not Fortnite. And I remember when Cliffy B was actually a good guy. I remember when Cliff Blazinski was a good guy. When Epic Games started in a barn.
I will say in vague terms, I'm deeply horrified to realize I'm older than Digny.
Oh yeah, I have very long stretch.
Digny is the child. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the only way I will hang on to an audience is because all of you will be dead by the time I am 40.
And you know what? That is the same reason why I am chasing a legacy of a person who will be passing before I do. It's all relative. It's the circle of life. But anyway, Scoobs.
Yes.
Do you want to download UT2K4, which can literally run on a modern toaster now that they have the convenience of being able to update it to modern systems and play games with me so that I can kill you and prove you that I'm a better gamer than you think I am?
I got better things to do.
Oh, fuck you!
Oh, burn! That is cruel. I'm nice.
That is the Valentine's.
I see his heart smoldering on the floor.
That's right. That is the Valentine's clip of the show, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Valentine's clip of the show, and I'm so glad that she picked up on it.
No.
Not to be gay, but I'll play Unreal Tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's
not into those types of games.
Like, I don't like platformers, but I'll blow anything to hell in digital format.
I do like making things explode. And you should check out my nuke mods that I made. You get to see my nuke mods where I push the engine to the limit.
I like destroying things just as much as the next person. Just that game never... It never crossed my mind as anything that I would actually like. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested. Decided to play other games that were more fun to me.
I believe it. I got you.
Much to Shrubby's dismay, and one of his most hated games, Helldivers 2. That one's actually surprisingly very fun. Borderlands 2, another amazing game. Best out of its series. The creme de la creme.
My gauge is the buffest gauge who did all the DPS all the time. I had the B shield. I had the best version of the B shield. I farmed that motherfucker for like 18 hours just to get that, and then I farmed the best fucking torque pistol known to man.
I have a great.
Oh my god! Build. With anarchy.
I have a great gauge build, and my siren is so fucking deadly that she can kill an enemy, bring him back to life, and then kill him again. And that is my favorite one, especially Handsome Jack. He is such a fucking badass.
I want Handsome Jack. I want Handsome Jack and Fox to be in the same
Handsome
room.
Jack is the epitome of what a villain should be like. He was awesome.
He was charismatic. You low-key rooted for him in some points in the game.
Yes, at some points in the game.
And then when you see that he is a villain for a very, very genuine reason.
I mean, he first comes off as a narcissist, and you got no problem. And then when you find out he is what a true villain
Oh,
should be in a video game.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Jack was awesome. Jack was
yeah,
awesome.
he was awesome, especially since his voice actor even did some ad lib work for it. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that was even more priceless.
See, that would be if I ever wanted to like now, unlike our prior discussion, unlike our prior topic, the only time that I would stretch on a job is to add a sizzle reel of alternative ad libs that I thought were good. And be like, feel free to use any of these if you think that they're better than the source material.
Like the whole
But that would be the only stretch that I would take. That would be the only stretch that I would take.
Yeah, like
I feel compelled.
All that shit. That was he was just he was great. And, you know.
Oh yeah.
And even though that's like when it comes to multiplayer games, as far as like, for example, for Borderlands, it has to be on the same system that you're on when you play it. Yeah, that sucks, but you know what? Hey, I have it on. I was willing to make the exception and get it on both Steam and my PlayStation. So, Tony, when you actually get the gaming computer and you happen to have Borderlands 2, we can play.
We'll definitely play some Borderlands 2. We'll do it, but we might have to fight over who gets to be Gage.
You can be Gage. You can be Gage.
Guess if Gage and Maya, Gage and Maya.
Siren.
Yeah. I can't help it. I can't help it. I combine Anarchy and Best Friends Forever, and I make the tankiest DPS this side.
That is exactly what I did.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, that's such a good build.
And but yeah, you can have your Gage. I'll take my Siren any day.
You are all hurting me in ways you don't even know. Not that I'm taking offense to it, because obviously you didn't even know. When it comes to Handsome Jack and good villains, you got a point. I'm the sort of person who tries to play protagonist to a fault in fiction. So, yes, you're right about Handsome Jack being a colossally charismatic asshole villain. And I should take notes, quite frankly, because on SideQuest, I play a hopefully charismatic asshole villain.
That dies a lot.
Yes, this is why I indulge him.
He dies a lot.
I want him to die more. You actually saw SideQuest?
Yes.
My God, man, have you not had an Goggin character here already?
We're gonna be doing that soon. Again, I got to talk. You're talking to somebody who's like a month behind on all of this stuff.
I'm inclined to think he's much better than me. Well, in any case, thank you. But you're right, Handsome Jack is a colossal jackass, and I want to emulate him in fiction better without wanting to be him, because I really don't. I hate him intensely, like Arcturus of Sarthos. I'm trying to find a balance here, because I am, again, this sort of neurotic asshole who doesn't raid a village in Mountain Warband because he doesn't want to make life worse for the village peasants.
It just sucks. Like, that's Cap. Where's Captain America? I don't see him anywhere. Yeah, I'm really stoked for UT2K4 to emerge and have this resurgence, and I hope to lead a bunch of people here.
On that point, if you're inclined to pester me personally and you have license, I will absolutely play any Unreal.
I love Unreal, yes. Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. I have such a massive like invasion mod list, so we can co-op. I've got aliens and predators. I've got the Quake 4 monsters. I've got the Strogg. I've got the Half-Life 2 monster ensemble. All that stuff on Invasion, not just the Scar reuse of the Scar monsters. I can't wait to get this all reinstalled, dude. God. But anyway, I digress. We have our fun segment, even though we're now having a lot of fun. Yes, we went through a lot of shit, but dessert is always the best part of the day, especially when you've had shit. Time for us to get to our segment, our last segment of the evening, and that is, of course, the fake news segment. Let's get to it.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not appropriate.
All right, Jacob's I love you as almost as much as I love your sister Valentine card is not a big hit with Leia. When I read this article, man, oh my god. So anyway, oh, by the way, this is real. This is totally real. This is not fake news. Succoth. Local patriarch Jacob was reportedly confused this week when his wife Leah appeared and unimpressed with the Valentine's Day card that he gave her that read, "I love you as much as I love your sister." Jacob told several of his manservants and maidservants that he had put a substantial amount of thought and effort into choosing the right card, even traveling as far as CVS in a faraway village to find one that was just right. "It expresses my feeling perfectly," Jacob admitted. "I thought it was a slam dunk. I mean, she knows that I worked for 7 years for Rachel. Leia wasn't my first pick, but she's all right. I don't know why shit makes her so mad. It's the thought that counts, right?" So said Leia, retreated to her tent after receiving the card and said that she wasn't coming out for the foreseeable future. Jacob's attempts to smooth things over were reportedly ill-received. "I really thought she'd like the card," he continued. "I put little hearts on it and even included a new Stanley Sheep's bladder water bottle that she's been eyeing at the local market. How much more considerate can a guy get?" Leah reportedly told friends that she hated the card and would probably be offended by it for the next month at least. "It's awful." He apparently gave Rachel a giant card that says, "I love you more than I love your sister." And she told her servant girl, "What am I supposed to do when I hear that?" At publishing time, Jacob failed to smooth things over by gifting Leah a bouquet of a dozen mandrakes from the nearby river. Obviously, Valentine's Day goes back way before St. Valentine, back to the days of the Bible. It's totally real. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? I mean, it's kind of considerate in a way. I honestly think that, as somebody who enjoys biblical humor, I thought it was pretty funny. Jeez, you're going through that bottle of wine faster than stink on shit. Arcatur.
Look, it's Valentine's. What do you
Happy
expect?
Happy Valentine's Day. But at least Jacob did his part 2,000 some odd years ago.
To which I stress, what a shit sourcium cards. Look, I made 5 better that are available on the Arcolabs. No, I'm sorry. Yes, they are available on the Arcolabs Discord server right now under AI Overload postcards. In my own overthinking idea of what would be the best way to present AI tools. Never mind. The point is it's also on the Stark Penthouse. And I'll put it on the other non-Stark Penthouse as
the
requested.
freeware,
it's all there. No zips are required because honestly, these don't take that much space.
Absolutely. I just like using zip files because it A is that quicker, and B it helps you stay organized when you send it to another person. Well, it helps them be more organized.
When they're large, but I've made these things very small for that very reason. They're kind of pathetic in many ways.
Molly McCobb says, "I think he's volunteering to be castrated." Well, fun fact.
I'm sorry, who's volunteering to be castrated? Because honestly,
Jacob gets.
oh, all right then. Because you got to battle otherwise.
To be fair, Jacob worked 7 years for Rebecca, got scammed into marrying Leah, and worked another 7. Yeah, that was the whole joke of the reason why I chose that article for our Valentine's Day segment. Digny, it's your favorite subject, ancient Christian Judaism. Your favorite subject. I thought about you. I looked for an article and I thought about you.
Goodness me. Talk about Sweet Home Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want some cheese, pizza, and jerky with that, Stark?
No. I know what cheese pizza means.
No.
And jerky, no, that was new to me.
How dare you take
Digny.
this revenge?
Ow.
How dare you take this revenge on me? How dare you, sir? I should skip you.
Us both. It's not all about you.
I'm a kinder man.
Wait until you find out what walking the jerky means.
I don't want to know.
Let's not, for the sake of making the money we've already made tonight.
That's all right.
People
But yeah,
have
my response
no
to this
idea
basically-
how much ignorance they should treasure.
Yep.
It is.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance
But
is
my response to this
bliss.
situation is Sweet Home Alabama.
Scoobs. You're a big fan of the Bible. Do you think that this totally historical, completely accurate event that doesn't cause any kind of temporal paradox at all would be able to be permissible for you?
If you are referring to the amount of cuts as towards Bible words that I use when I play video games, that's a different story. Otherwise, if we're being serious, I was baptized and I just don't practice. But I think as far as what happens, if this were real life, I would say the wife lacks a sense of humor.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. She's taking the side of Jacob.
Honestly, when you have multiple wives,
I say she lacks a sense of humor because even I pull shit like that on my own fucking parents. Like, I will call my dad a wise ass. I actually have a card for him for his birthday.
Absolutely, folks.
Yes.
Absolutely.
like once you have multiple wives, obviously you have a hierarchy,
Here it
and
is.
when you are clearly not the first wife, you should probably have.
I actually have a card for my dad that I got him. I haven't given it to him yet because his birthday is in November. Says, if wisdom
Now that's
comes
dedication to buy a card that early on, or now that I'm thinking about it,
It was a really good card, I trust.
I bet you that's actually a smart idea. Buy like, I don't know, 10 birthday cards for one person and just date them properly for the next 10 years. And I guess that's a way to save money. I don't know.
Yes, well, I assume it's not the same card. It was a really good card within context, in which case it makes sense to grab it well in advance.
Yeah, for this one I have from my dad, it says, if wisdom comes with age, you must be one heck of a smartass by now. I am calling him a smartass all the time, and he does the same thing to me. And I
Does he
always
charge?
say,
Does he send you off to play with cats that fire lasers?
he hates cats. He hates cats.
I bet he enjoyed that cat firing.
Okay.
I like cats, but he hates
support
cats.
the card, but hate cats is a failure of understanding context. And I
But yeah,
quite agree to some degree. Cats don't give a shit what you do.
Yes.
They don't like you, save where you're serving them. And I myself am a rat man, so you understand I'm coming from the context of a person who prefers the things that cats normally eat.
I'd say this about cats. One of the main reasons I love them so much is they take care of themselves.
Absolutely.
You put food out and water out for them. That's all you need to do. They'll come and eat when they're ready, when they're hungry, not when you tell them to. They let you know, don't touch me. And if they are ready to be pet and they want to be pet, they will come to you.
There's this angry white cat on this World of Cats YouTube channel. You probably saw the thumbnail down there. As you see, my history is very unassuming. Y'all thought I was much more of a degenerate than I put on. I'm pretty sure everybody had that thought. There's this angry white... Huh? Yeah.
I don't assume generosity of my peers. After all, generosity has been rarefied. Clearly, again, Epstein files.
Yeah, AJ's pulling out what you were saying earlier. I know one cat Scooby hates. Yeah, I think many people who Who watched me game? Who watched my?
Oh, it was so fun!
Subathon?
Thank you for having me. Can't wait to piss you off again.
Oh god, that's Subathon, and I have to keep on doing that too.
You do. You absolutely do.
We've entirely lost track of the weighing in the last article.
But
This is a
yeah,
small point.
As far as that woman goes with the card, she's I'd say she's a little bit short on something called sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Did you want to make another anecdotal point, my friend, before we get to our wrap-ups?
We might as well wrap up soon, but I would stress, if you're the second or third wife of a biblical liege who has servants, you should probably really shrug off things like that. Obviously, if a man has up to 3 wives, well, first off, biblically, he should not be a leader.
Remember the good old
This
days
is one of the
when you could have like 300 wives? I remember those days. Those were good days.
I don't, and I don't believe they were. Furthermore, the Bible has one great trap, and I have lived in all of this trap. Strictly speaking, by Christian theology, you could have up to 3 wives. You could have 3 of them. Go on, grab 3 girls, have a great time. Here's the catch. If you have more than 1 wife, you are barred from any leadership position.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
This is immediately clear because if you have more than 1 wife, you're clearly an idiot.
Sounds fair, my friend.
Thank you, Tony, for running the show.
What can I say? We have some of the best interactions, even after a few drinks. Let's go ahead and start doing our wrap up. But before we do, we had one more super chat creeping in, so let's go ahead and acknowledge that.
Let's see if we have any super chats in the picture show.
And this super chat is from Alistoria, Alistoria's twin sister that makes her a producer tonight. And she says, breaking news. Wait, what? Breaking news? This is the best live stream I have ever watched. I am happy to entertain you. We thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting my humble little corner of the internet. You are awesome. YouTube is still attempting to count, and this has helped put my mind a little bit more at ease. Thank you very much, Alistoria. We will be back with some more content from some of your favorite characters very, very soon. And let's go ahead and start wrapping this bad boy up in a nice, neat bow. This has been the StarkCast Mk30. I want to thank everybody again for hanging out with us tonight. This is your source for news and entertainment. We bring you the weekly wrap-ups that I know that everybody has come to love and adore, at least whenever YouTube thinks that they do. Let's go ahead and go around the horn and promote our stuff, because at the end of the day, we only have one life to live, and a rising tide lifts all ships. We're going to go ahead and start with the good friend, the director, who's enjoying his Valentine's Day right and proper.
I will make it mine regardless.
And
greetings, everyone.
It's coming from someone who's right and proper right now, so carry on.
Good for you. I'm happy for you, and I have no jealousy towards you whatsoever in the slightest. I wish you the very best. Look, suffice to say, my one relevant link is being posted here, and if you want for some godforsaken reason, any of the worst Valentines I have created with the modern tools at hand available to me without relying upon subscription-based dismal cloud services, I have a lot of anger on this point. I apologize. I'm working on this.
Well, I'm glad
It's
that you
pretty
had a
easy
good
for me because
time.
I'm not a very angry person regardless. Look, the links in person.
Links
If you
being
click
highlighted.
those links, you'll get the Valentines and you'll know when I'm live in any context whatsoever. Suit yourselves. Godspeed. Good luck.
Director Architer of Architer Labs. Coming in from an undisclosed location that could be in low Earth orbit. Thank you for celebrating Valentine's Day in the way that you do with me tonight. Cheers, my friend.
Thank you.
Digny!
Well, thank you very much for hosting the 30th episode of StarkCast. Guys, you can find me over at the Dignified Cartoon Gentleman. February has been a great month for me viewership and watch time wise, but I haven't even gained a handful of subs this month, which is very, very weird. I'm only a sub away from 340, so any support appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.
It's a pleasure to
Pretty
have
sure
you
I'm
on
already
here.
subbed for the record.
Absolutely, absolutely. Scoops, we got a big thing coming up next Saturday, don't we?
Yes, we do. Next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, is the 50th episode of Scooby Pups Podcast. And we have a nice little panel going on. We're going to have Nerd Wars, Kada, Cult Classic Cage, and that's just 8-Bit Eric, and that's just to name a few. And Monday through Friday, I will be having at 9:30 p.m. Scooby Pups Sparkade. So be sure to catch up on those. And on one of those random days for Scooby Pups Sparkade, I will be having another Subathon with either Shrubby or Tony, whichever.
It's gonna be both again, Ed Fox.
Whichever one will be around, because I know Fridays Tony likes to have his day off.
I do like to have my day off.
So.
But I'm also being roped into another event, so I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But
Thank
anyway,
you, Scooby.
But yeah, that's it for me right now. I may
Sounds-
tomorrow do I may do a late night arcade. It depends, but whether or not I get onto Stupenzo's show. So that
Sounds
will be
good.
that will be a wait and see.
That'll be a wait and see. All right, what has old dad got coming up? Well, just about everything under the sun and more, even though YouTube still refuses to count things properly. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the host of Stark's Thursday Matinee, the variety show that is going to be always before the variety show and will eventually be the only variety show as time moves on into the next few years, possibly the better half of a decade. Who knows? But I'm here for the long haul. I'm here for a long time and a good time. Thank you for everybody who supported tonight. Alistoria, thank you for being my producer tonight, and I appreciate all of your support. It means a lot. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to continue busting my ass. I'm going to continue making sure the production quality is on the level. I'm going to make sure that things are visually and auditorially pleasing. And I want to thank everybody again for hanging out with us tonight. I know that we got a little loose at the end. But sometimes that's how this goes. The last time that we got loose, it was a very large panel. And it ended up being quite a show that people threw some love at. So maybe running such a tight ship was its problem. But that's the cool thing about these shows is they evolve as they go. And Digny will be the first to tell you that. In the meantime, in between time, though, feel free to check out Stark's Thursday Matinee. On Wednesday, we will be having a Stark Relief Foundation for my good friend Rogue Zero. That's right, a bonus matinee, which means I really got to rest my voice, even though I have Radio 616 in VR chat coming up as well on Monday night. So I am going to have to take this time to rest my voice. I got a lot of work ahead of me. I got 2 variety shows back to back in the form of a telethon. And speaking of telethons, we are also going to be having Casey's Creepy Creations. It is finally off the ground. We will be sending out the Give, Send, Go links to our networks, and we're going to go ahead and start organizing that massive 2-week telethon that we have planned. This has been the Stark of Iron of YouTube, the Iron Man of YouTube. Yes, sir? Yes, sir?
Yeah, mostly, I really want to help Casey's creations. Apparently, I have not been able to make the visual assets he wishes, mostly because I require his consent.
We already have the Give, Send, Go link, and we are going to make sure that
I
everybody
can
does
make
the
him
show.
a wide range of visual assets he could probably use. I mostly just require his consent.
All right, we'll make sure to get you guys in touch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart and the heart of my bottom. Trust us with your news and your entertainment, and we will see you next time on 3 hours. Isn't that nice?